What's up? Hello. How's it going? Happy Friday. Holy moly. I've been longing this day. This day is what I wait for all week long. Because now, we're on the next session.
Okay, so to start the journey, you guys started at Barovia, which is all the way down here. After dealing with the Death House, you guys escaped with certain magical items within your possession. Unfortunately, your party member Moons had disappeared into the shadows and you have not yet seen him again. You got into several fights with a hag coven who managed to disappear and claim the life of Salad. After Salad's untimely demise, you try to discuss with the Burgomaster about the missing children inside of Barovia. However, time was cut short as a certain visitor of the name of Strahd came to town. You were told to flee the town immediately and made your way over to the Tsar camp near the waterfall. After being... No, it's not the Burgomaster, it's the Burgomaster.
Burgomaster!
I want a Burgomaster.
As you went to the Tsar camp, where you met with Madame Eva, who read your fortunes and gave you different fortunes of where you may find help to help you guys defeat Strahd. She spoke of a magical weapon where Strahd may be found within his castle when the time comes. She spoke of adventurers who may be willing to join you if you find them. You piece together that one of those hints leads you to a temple of amber in the mountains. Originally, you decided that you might try to cross the mountains, but realizing you don't have any cold weather gear, you decided to head to Vallaki, the nearest largest city in the land of Barovia. As you made your way up the river, you came across several large beast species that seemed to be much larger than any animal you've seen. After defeating them, you managed to carve out of their hearts, and even the baby in the egg, a large purple crystal instead of a stereotypical beast heart. You can continue on the road to the gates of Barovia, where, through some lucky animal checks, you were able to realize that the ravens were trying to warn you of some sort of creature hiding within the walls. Staking it out that night, you indeed see a poor deer that was ripped to shreds in front of you by some tentacled monster within the wall.
Right.
You decide it's best, as a team, to walk around the wall rather than trying to go through it, so you end up heading through the forest, Barovia.
I think that's where I left off from.
Getting somewhat lost in the woods, you eventually find yourselves in the companionship of Adriana, a tiefling who tried to go wolf hunting with some hunters and unfortunately seemed to have riled up some of the more spiritual creatures in the forest. A large iced kitsune struck the party and the hunters down, and eventually our resident fighter, our lovely Dessel, managed to broker a deal with this creature. After bringing it relatively low, he was able to... Is it Ranger? I thought you were Fire.
Ranger. I will be.
You managed to make a deal with a Kitsune to offer your services similar to a Warlock Pact, but not as class, in exchange for some power. After finally exiting the woods with the mists somewhat dispersed thanks to the Kitsune's efforts, you find yourself on top of a hill with the unfortunate sighting of a very familiar windmill in the distance. You decide that it is time to put an end to the Hag Coven. You don't want to leave them any longer, and you all charge headfirst towards the Bone Grinder. As you make your way close, you decide to check if there is any more children that have been abducted. And you have a look at the second floor. Not to be met with children, but a very old, gnarled staff. Using a bit of wit and ingenuity, you decide to disarm the alarm spells that are protecting this staff, and you manage to hook it, despite its nauseating aura, and pull it out beyond the hag's reach, to where Jade has a conversation with another hag that seems to be trapped inside. Quickly throwing the staff down, an appearance, thanks to that of Twitch chat, of Strahd happens. He strides past and heads to the hag's mansion, and he seems to have words with them, though you do not make out what it is he's speaking. Seemingly annoyed, he turns and notices you all in the bushes with this staff in the middle of the road. As a ploy, or maybe just fun for himself, he decides to break the staff, releasing the hag inside. To which the hag decides that, since Bay did not take her deal, she would be the first target of her wrath.
Rude.
However, you manage to defeat the first hag, the grandmother of the coven, and eventually the other 3 or 4 come out. You kill the second grandmother, leaving only the daughters alive. They, however, manage to escape. Using some sort of teleportation spell, they leave your sight unable to be attacked. You make your way into the bone grinder, and you slowly start to realize that the bone grinder seems to be inhabited not by spirits, but by the children who have somehow been trapped inside the bone grinder, though you haven't been able to figure out exactly how it's taking place. After a slight rest, whilst trying to speak to the apparitions, you may say, a large fiery aura starts to envelop the bone grinder, and the appearance of the mega hag. A 3-headed combination of the 3 hags that managed to get away start to attack the party. After attacking it multiple times, with it concentrating on multiple spells at once, eventually the final blow comes down to ZeTian, who charges up to the creature and hammers it through the head with her giant battle axe. After managing a long rest, you start to investigate the bone grinder. And you find that there is a reason that it's no longer in the original place in which you met it before, and that it is actually able to move. Though every time it moves, it does seem to get very much damaged. You manage to use it to shave a few days off your journey to Vallaki, as it sprouts many thousands of legs underneath its foundations and literally walks through the forest peeling away, almost afraid to interact with this thing. Deciding that moving into town with a walking windmill might be a bad idea, you parked the bone grinder just outside of Vallaki and made your way inside. Adriana starts to show you around town, a relatively nice town considering the bleak environment in which you find it. You start to learn things about the town and what's going on. You hear of a mad mage that seems to have gone missing recently. You hear of the Vistani camp. It's just outside the city walls in the middle of the forest, strange as it might seem. You hear of a rehabilitation center that more devious crimes are punished, and people are always let out, never to re-enter that area again, though no one ever seems to speak of what happens inside. As we ended, you had just made a deal with the blacksmith to silver some of your weapons, a thing that has been a thorn in your side since the beginning of this campaign, and you made your way over to the Alchemist to try and procure some potions. And that is Curse of Strahd, episode 1 to 12.
And that's it.
So-
That's all, folks. Okay, we're going home. Hi.
And-
Thanks for coming out.
End of session. Join us
Long
next
recap.
No, join us
Sorry.
next week for this week's recap.
The long recap aside, what is it you guys are wanting to do now that you have made your way to Valaki and suddenly, inexplicitly, a Drake Ranger has reappeared in the party?
We were
Raise the village to the ground! Sorry.
We were going to the apothecary, right?
We were going to the apothecary and possibly the wizard or whatever for another weapon for magical based things.
Oh, right. Okay.
But I think we were going for potions and stuff too. But I think we assumed it was gonna be like the same kind of area. That's why we did it.
Potion.
And I was checking the brainwashing facility.
Ah, yeah, he was checking, or she was checking like the
Mhm.
prison-ish kind of thingamajiggy.
Potions are always good.
Whatever they call the place here, I can't remember.
The rehabilitation
Rehabilitation.
center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay. So within the alchemist shop, you find a relatively old lady. Because of course they're always old ladies.
Why are they all so old?
I'm scared full
Do I know Do I know her name?
This old lady you actually don't know. You haven't spoken to her much, as you wouldn't really have had any use for potions specifically.
Yes.
So you're not going to know everyone in town.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Um,
She could be kind of horny.
The old lady?
Maybe no, you. Maybe you're that person in town.
Wow.
You know everybody.
Wow.
That is true. You could be the village bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might like, we don't know you, you might like, stick around.
She
Okay.
is a looker. She will be a looker. She could probably carry me with those arms of hers.
Oh my god.
So looking around the apocryphy, you find, compared to the potions and tinctures that you might find in other cities or other towns that you guys will have been to, the potions here are relatively expensive. A normal healing potion is going to run you 100 gold pieces.
Jesus.
I figured it would be more expensive because the armor was more expensive.
It's almost like all the, all the herbs are in a forest dense with wolves and the undead
Yeah.
and ghosts.
Yeah.
Probably fine.
Anybody else think
Well,
this,
being totally
these two
fine.
combined look like a penis in town?
Aww. Wait,
What?
where? I don't see what you're seeing.
I don't know what you mean.
Here's a
I
penis
also don't
over
know what
here.
you mean.
I can't click. It won't let me.
Mm-mm.
Unpause the game.
I think you're
See,
seeing
but-
things again, my
Look in the middle
girl.
of town. You see that road?
I'm
It's
too
close.
gay to
Whoa.
see this.
Yeah, there you go. That
Yeah,
Zombae's got
he's
it.
talking about, you got the tip there,
Oh.
you
Alright.
got the
I mean, it could
shaft.
also just look like a
Alright,
vibrator.
alright.
Hey, there's one little ball over on the right side, but we're missing the left one.
Yeah.
Damn, they got snipped early.
Wow.
This one has a tumor.
All right.
I got a headache. Maybe it's a tumor. It's not a tumor.
He's not a tumor. So, what are you guys wanting to do? You can buy potions as many as you want. She does have some. If you have any specific diseases, she does have specific tinctures. Though you'd have to describe your symptoms to her.
Well, with our new revelations of Andrea knowing everybody in town, we all looked at her. What diseases does she have?
No diseases. She has none.
All the sexual ones.
No, none of those.
Insight check on that.
She literally doesn't. She doesn't have any.
Sure. Roll an
She's a
insight
pretty
check.
buff lady
Yeah,
alone.
Juliana telling you she doesn't have an STD.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, it is pretty clear that she doesn't have an STD.
Oh, boo.
She's quite open. Too open, if anything, with her sexual prowess.
True.
Anyways.
I don't know why I want to piggyback right on you so bad and just like hold on to like your little like horns as like little reins.
Oh, the
She
angry.
has-
We'll call it the angry tiefling.
she has wings.
And you
That might
can just
be
like
hard.
hold on to them.
That might be hard to
try.
wings popping.
I don't know about everybody else, but I'm semi-broke.
I
So.
hydrated.
I
think
I
I
have
am
money in
quite
it.
broke, so I don't think I can. Any.
$100 a pop for potions is a little too pricey for me. I mean, I
Why
can't
is
even afford my armor.
28 gold?
Party token. I was like, what the? I was like,
Yeah, pie token is just the one that everyone can see.
Yeah,
so
I
we
was
can
like,
go
where's my
around.
gold? Yeah, that'd be tricky for me.
What kind of potions are we looking for?
Any, like
Uh,
health.
They were just looking
or-
for healing potions, really, but
Yeah.
unfortunately they're incredibly expensive in this town. I mean, you can always
Invisibility
think of ways to
potions as
try and
well.
make the money. But...
Well, that's coming after. I
True.
want to do some probably bounties and check out all those areas. But right now we're trying to armor up.
Is
or
it
whatever the hell.
just the woman in the shop?
It's just an old lady, yes.
Hmm.
Feel I ready the village guard?
No.
They don't have to know we were here.
Yeah.
I'll go
Night.
up. I'll go up to the counter with a health potion, and
Okay.
just ask and go. Dearie, I don't recall these potions being so expensive. Has there been an increase in demand or something?
Well, my dear,
Ooh, that was loud.
after trying to get all the herbs and all the things I need to make one of those, and people keep coming in here and chugging them like they're lemonade, I had to go out and put the price up so I didn't have to work me old bones to the bone.
That's fair. That's fair.
How much is lemonade?
Do you have
Lemonade is 2 copper, dear. I've got lovely lemonade here.
I want cherry lemonade.
That only
A
comes once.
cherry?
That only comes once a month.
I don't have any cherries. They're very expensive around here, dear. We are in the Middle Ages.
black? Do you have any other herbs and stuff that you haven't prepared yet to
What?
make these?
Speak up, lass.
I said, do you have any herbs and stuff that you use to make the health potions still, or did you use them all up?
Any what?
Can you actually not hear me?
In my head,
No,
I'm
I
thinking
heard you.
of
This is
I'm
Darren.
beating her with my steel.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna talk like I'm gonna hold my hands over my mouth, and then talk really slowly and go. Do you have any herbs left over from making health potions?
Deaf, not stupid. You don't have to speak so slowly, you rude little shit.
Can I scream at this lady?
You have some herbs. Thank you very much.
Do you want us to help you make them? Since that way you don't have to work your bones.
Help me with what now?
Help you make health potions.
I don't know how you would do that, dear.
There are definitely people in my party, and I'll point to them, that are they definitely know how to make potions. So they could
Do
definitely
any of
help
you
you.
actually know how
We
to make
do?
potions?
I don't think we do.
Definitely don't.
My past character kind of knew, but I
Yeah.
don't think that Rune
Yeah.
knows how to make
Go ahead and
potions
roll a
anymore.
deception check.
Yep, and that's what I was hoping for.
Oh god. This old lady's just thinking like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
If you
Just
roll
make some
bad,
weird,
I'm
like,
going
potion
to
concoction.
in-game burst out laughing on the floor.
18's not horrible.
Yeah, I think 18 pretty good.
Okay.
You can make potions, dear, and maybe you will overtake this shop. I'm about ready to retire me.
Okay.
I can sell you my business. It's a
We're
very
talking-
good business.
We can talk about that later. But-
own
How
your
much?
storefront. I could get into this.
How much? I could definitely get into this.
I'll go. But for now, if we help you, would you be able to give us a discount on some health potions?
How about give us a discount on the store? We'll take over. I'll take over. I'll take over.
Discount on the store.
Alan, Genie's, he's going franchise.
I mean, it might actually be good to have a potion storage come back to you after it's ready, I guess.
Well, if you were to go out and collect me the herbs, so I don't have to go anywhere near those nasty Vistani out south, they're the rotten type they are. If you were to go out and grab some, I could maybe do you for normal price.
I will go up to her, Adriana, and whisper near her. We're heading that way anyways, no matter what. So take it with what you will.
I'll nod my head as you say that in my ear, like I won't say anything, and I'll say, "Oh, we could gladly do that for you."
Excellent. Well, since you know how to make them, I assume you know what herbs I'm after, so you get to it.
Crap.
I'm gonna say, I know what I would use, but maybe your customers are used to something else. Could you give me just a list? Just to make sure.
And I'll hold up one of our health potions that we have and say, yeah, we made this one. And it's the moldy one. So maybe she won't like what it looks like. And she'll give us a real list.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's amazing.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
That's on you.
That's on me, alright. Come on.
Oh,
With
thank God for
advantage.
advantage.
I mean, still.
Ah!
I'm 12.
Yeah.
Well,
Never let Sketch roll the advantages.
Bay can no longer contain herself. She starts bursting out laughing in front of everybody.
okay.
He takes the potion, uncorks it, gives it a swirl, and a bit of a sniff.
Like, when did you make this? This must be 10 years old, and it is far past its use-by date. You need to get some sodium phosphate in there if you needed it to last so long.
I don't know. It works for us, but maybe you can give us a list, like she said, how you would make it. This is the way I was taught.
Yeah, you're clearly the expert since you have the shop.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope your herbalism skills are slightly better than your mixology. Okay, let me just I'll grab some parchment and I'll just scribble you out of the plants and stuff. You know, of course, what they look like, right?
Yes. She does not. But
Nope.
Oh god.
I might have to roll.
She hands you a list of 20 different herbs.
Oh,
You
god,
have
20?
no idea what they are.
20?
Sure. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
20 fucking herbs? Are you out of your mind?
Amazing.
Don't
I
side
have
quest us.
survival skills. Would I be able to tell what any of them are?
Go ahead and roll a survival check at disadvantage.
I was actually about to ask
Oh,
something
no.
like that. Like, if, maybe some of us, know any?
Yeah,
Oh no,
me
Ah.
and
14.
Nicer?
me and Dawn are rangers. Shouldn't we know what's in the forest?
It's more, with alchemy, it's more of an intelligence thing. Because you learn, the proper names, as it were. So it's more, do you recognize what the plant is from those proper names, quote unquote?
Intelligence, you say. Well, I'm out.
I feel
None of us
like
have
I can
intelligence.
only tell from pictures.
From 14,
Before
You
the
have-
goes moo.
some confidence that you could identify a few of them. You know, one of them is a fairly common plant known as dockleaf, and another known as dead nettle.
Oh yeah, I know that one. Yeah, totally. Don't touch with your bare hands.
Yeah, I've heard of those ones too.
You can actually
What are
touch dead nettle.
nettles?
It's not a stinging nettle.
Huh?
Oh.
Two different
But,
plants.
like,
Well,
I felt like some kind
technically
of nettle
two
is like bad. Is that what I remember?
I actually don't know. I was just spitting out bullshit.
yeah,
I've,
they're actual plants.
yeah, I've heard of.
I
dead
know I've
nettle,
heard
but
of
never
dead
heard of
nettle
donkey.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a.
I mean,
I don't know
it
why
basically
I've heard of
looks
it,
like stinging nestle, but it's got like a red trumpet on it. That's all it is. Really.
Oh, okay, okay.
It happens to be common in the area I live, so it just came to mind.
So go make us some health potions.
It's funny.
I mean, it's red.
Oh, it's pretty.
It's red.
It's
That's all it needs to be a health potion, right? Just a red plant.
Of course.
You find red herb. That'll do.
Just
Yeah.
red.
D&D versions of weed.
We give her like a poppy.
red.
She's like, what the hell?
Okay,
Just
so
gonna bring her, like, weird plants, and she's just gonna be like, "What the
Can
fuck are these?"
Can I ask her also, can you point us in the direction of the magic shop, or we were told about the Master Virgo, who might be walking a cart around town with magic goods?
the Burgomaster.
Oh, sorry,
wouldn't-
Rick Tavio. My bad.
Worker.
Oh, that lovely old man. Oh, he was so nice.
He's
He
still
came
in
in here and he bought some potions. And oh, what a handsome man. Such a silver fox. Oh, my body
I'm gonna-
aches for him.
I'm gonna turn to her and go, are you single? Looking to mingle?
Well, I'm single since the husband died a few years ago. You know, it's been a while.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't be. He was an asshole.
Do I get the impression she killed him
Adriana's
with
gonna
a
laugh.
potion?
Adriana's gonna laugh.
What was that, Joker?
Do I get the impression she might have killed him with one of her potions?
That would
Poisoning
be
them.
actually kind of funny.
Yo, roll an insight.
He was an asshole, just murders.
Oh.
She
Aw.
seems like a harmless old woman.
Yeah, we've seen what they can do around here. Let's get her!
Right.
That's what we said
Um,
about the old
I don't
hag
trust
last
any
time.
old women.
I'm gonna
What
say,
happened?
I'll go, what's the word? I'm a bit of a matchmaker myself. Do you want me to try and, flip the moves on him for you?
I think that's called a cock connoisseur.
Oh, well, unfortunately, my dear, he actually left town just not a few hours ago. So unfortunately, you were a bit late.
I knew it.
If you wanted to catch him, you might be able to catch up. His wagon was quite held down.
Which direction did
You
he
would
head
have
in?
to go somewhere west. That's all I know he was heading.
Somewhere west.
Looking at the map, is it actually north, south, east, west?
Yes.
Okay.
So he essentially went out of the way where the
Left side.
Vistani camp is.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, I was so figuring you would say, oh yeah, I went east, because we cut through the forest, and that's where we would have met if we didn't cut through.
No, no,
I was so sure you were going to do it.
no, that'd have been fucking cool.
Well, if we see
I
him,
wish I'd gone
will
with it now, but no.
That's what I was expecting when we first got through the forest. We're going to miss somebody walking out.
I would have loved that. It would have been so fun.
It pretty much would have been random encounters. Like, cards on the table would have pretty much been random encounters.
Mhm. Oh, but-
So, you have
okay.
a list of herbs that you can barely understand. You have a lead on Rictavio, who
I'm
is
gonna-
somewhere just west of town.
Can I ask her if there are any other magic shops that she could recommend? Anything at all? Even in rumor?
Magic shops in Valaki. Let me think.
Magic weapons, magic items, anything of that nature. Scrolls.
Not much is sold in kind of value around here, my dear. And unfortunately, such things are
Magic hats.
hard to come by in Barovia. And, well, often they are quite cursed. And I'm sure you wouldn't want a curse on you, my dear.
Fair enough.
Aight.
Although now I think about it, I think that lovely man did say something about having a few magical trinkets on him.
Maybe we could track him down. Can anybody afford anything here?
Oh yeah, I think
No,
I was
you
still,
have to-
I was looking for the staff guy, right? Yeah.
That's the guy that went
Yeah.
west.
Yeah.
Way west, yeah.
Yep.
Sketch, what was the other one you said? You said the nettle, and then what else?
I tend to
Oh,
get.
it's,
Red Dead Nettle and
Dock-
Dockleaf.
Something? Duckleaf.
Duckleaf?
Dockleaf and red. Well, dead nettle, but it was just red.
Is it literally as in Doctor Dockleaf?
Got it.
Oh, I
yeah,
put
yeah.
dock as in like a pond dock.
Nah,
Dockleaf,
literally
thank
Dock.
you.
Plants grow under
Oh,
those
it's words,
docks
okay.
and by the riverbed.
Oh yeah. But
I'm
it's
saying I
literally
have,
it's a UK name for a leaf that if you get stung by stinging nettles, you'd rub it on it and it would stop the sting.
Ah.
That's literally why they call it a dockleaf.
That's what P is for.
Funny.
Oh my god.
No, that's for
There you
jellyfish.
go.
Wait, that's not for every ailment?
There, that's,
No,
there you go. Look.
no.
There you go.
Please vote
It's
me
the
on our
first
team.
ocean.
There's
Nice.
just question marks everywhere.
Like, I might be an animal, but I mark my territories instead of people.
I don't know. I guess I can ask Andrea. Is there like a rich side of town versus a poor side of town? You know, a higher end version versus lower end. I don't know, a king or mayor versus.
There are nobles in the north end, but fuck those bitches.
Okay, on the map, where would that constitute as a north, like the border line?
literally.
Like north.
I know
north
that,
of-
but like, where's the line between rich and poor?
I'd say like probably like this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Like all this is rich. Somewhere.
Literally, if you see that large house, that is the Burgomaster house, and everything north of that is fairly rich.
Yeah. Oh, this is the Burgomaster's house. I'm pretty sure.
Do these serve fries?
Burgomaster. Right? I think so. Yeah, I think that's
Okay. So I guess we're left with a choice here. Do we run after the guy with the cart that left a couple hours ago and leave town immediately?
Oh no, this is where that.
Or do we keep supplying up with what little we can? Because we don't even have the clothes yet. We still have to find a clothing shop, sort of, or whatever the hell to sell clothing.
Oh yeah, shit.
I guess it wouldn't be,
generally-
it wouldn't be
generally
clothing.
clothes,
That'd be
no.
like supplies.
I feel like if we help the old lady, she might help us in return with like potions and stuff. So it might be. Good
Oh yeah, then there's also the third one to go to.
What's a Fletcher?
That's the
Again,
guy that
is
makes
that-
arrows.
Arrow, that's what it is. Okay.
There's also to go down to the place in the south.
I don't know if there's
Having arrows would be nice for rune.
For you guys, yeah. I don't know if there is a
If I got like fire arrows.
Well, you weren't here last game, but technically, I don't know if he'll retcon it, but I went to the armor shop and I made 10 silver-tipped arrows just in case for those kind of like I silver-tipped a lot of my crap. So I did happen to make 10 of them, so I don't know if you wanted to make any of your own either.
Well, possibly if there's any left over. Having extra would be good.
They cost, I think it was 10 gold for 10 of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
So if you wanted to
where-
like retcon, you got some made too.
There is a tailor in town, so there's clothing.
I don't think that I would really need clothing. Well, then again, if we are going through like cold areas, we would probably need something warm.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that. I only have 28 gold, so I need to be careful.
I don't actually know what I have.
Oh, you went to Bay Jade, so we also got you a silvered glaive.
Yay!
let me-
Yeah.
I was gonna
Yeah,
make
please.
the silver.
Oh, speaking of which, speaking of which, has it been an hour that we have to go back and pick up our shit?
It's only been about walk across town about 30 minutes.
Okay.
I mean, if you were to head back now, it would essentially be ready.
I just thought, yeah, I want to like, story-wise, that we do need our weapons before we leave town as well.
Oh, I need
Yes,
to
you
go
would
find
need
the
weapons before you leave.
salesman before we leave.
The guy's gone already.
But we gotta head his way. I need to find him.
Yeah, but we'll probably catch him if we.
Yeah.
Oh, if you're speaking, strictly speaking, about staves as well, you did hear about a mad mage in the north.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a bit out of the way.
In
Yeah,
the
it's like
north.
way north.
Well, Mad Mage means we might be able to kill him and take his stuff for free.
Yeah, he sounds fun.
We can't afford things, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So immediately resort to murder.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
So, I mean,
mad.
if our land, our map god would give us more gold falling from the sky, we wouldn't have to kill everybody.
Yeah.
Our map god.
Map God, please give us the gold. Oh, Map God.
The voice in my head is not
No, I
providing.
believe in
I must
Discord.
steal.
We decided it was Dice Daddy. Okay.
I don't know. I'm liking this Map God.
Yeah, Map God sounds cooler.
Maybe it's not Sketch is not the Map God because he doesn't bless us, so we do have to pray to a Map God. And then it glitches and
I guess we gotta go get clothing. We can afford it.
Okay.
Depends
To
if you
the-
can afford it.
To the tailor, I guess. I think.
Yeah,
Would tailors sell that kind of work? Or are they selling like just town
If you'd
clothes?
gone to Taylor, you'd be getting custom stuff. You would be more likely just headed to a general store.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, is that what it is? Okay, so then the general store.
Well, I don't need a custom jacket made. I just need something
Is-
warm for mountain-ish.
clearly you
This
need a
one.
custom jacket.
I can't afford it. Can we
It
kill the
needs to
tailor after he makes
billow.
so I don't have to pay him?
It
think
needs
that's-
to billow.
I shoot him in the head like a little unicorn.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I'm
Give
wearing
a little unicorn
I'm
here.
wearing underwear of billowing, except it's not magical.
Underwear of billowing. Uh-huh. I think the
feel like-
magic's coming out of his ass.
I think that's it. Clear glasses?
I do have like my furry little cloak already, but I feel like maybe something like going around me would be better.
The
Yeah, I have a
cloaks
cloak.
essentially you've got
have a
would be
cloak.
just fair weather cloaks. You'd have to specifically have gone out to buy heavy weather stuff.
Mm.
And that's goggles of night vision.
Yeah. Bip, click on your character.
Click on your character.
So, Joker, if you see on the map, that's where it's one. It might be that building, but that's where the general store is. The circle. So, I mean, we're right near the blacksmith. But that's where you're helping.
I don't know. I guess we need to. I mean, I need clothing. I know. I have a cloak and stuff, but I guess it's fair weather clothing.
Ooh, you
Yep.
are naked.
Okay.
So to the clothing shop, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Sure.
I think we should, because we need something warm to go to the gold place.
Yeah, most definitely.
Also, if there's a tavern on the way, I want to be pointed out.
Adriana did point you to the Blue Water Inn.
It's right. It's yeah.
I
It's
know
literally
her
across the
house is
street.
down here. I can't click on
It's across the
things.
street. It's the big. It's the dick building. It's the
This-
thing you want
It's
to talk
the
about.
dick
I
building.
can't click on the
The
map.
big dick building that you were
Oh, there we
talking
go.
about. That's the inn.
Okay. So the big dick
That one.
bill. That's what I actually thought it was.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
That's the
the
blue.
middle
That's
of
the
town.
inn. Yeah.
Yeah, that is the Blue Water Inn.
Is that like a seedy inn or is like the main inn? Oh wait, the Blue Water you said is the main inn. Yeah, okay. That's
Yeah.
the whorehouse.
No, it is not.
Okay, so that's like the main. So that's gotta be nicer. Are there seedier inns? Like the low life inn, or you get stabbed
Generally-
in your inn?
Adriana would notice that people who are traveling through who can't afford the Blue Water Inn are more likely to stay in the abandoned houses on the outside of town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like these
Oh wait, there's
ones?
also.
A general reason that they are abandoned.
Oh my god, I got my eyeballs to work.
Mhm.
Oh my god, they're haunted. They didn't pass
Yeah, they have people
inspection.
that
They've
say-
been condemned.
No, they have just people that whenever you stay there, they come out and they say good morning.
Good morning.
They won't if
Good
we
morning.
decapitate them.
Good morning.
I'm gonna start walking to the clothing shop because I mean we need clothes. I guess. Hopefully we can afford them.
Okay. So
And then
the general
I-
store is actually opposite the
and
Blue
then
Water Inn.
What was that, Jade?
Yeah.
And then I, Joker, are we not going to the blacksmith?
Well, we still have a little time, so we gotta go to the clothing shop and then the blacksmith. The blacksmith is just south of the clothing shop.
right
It
here.
looks like. Yeah, it's like right next to each other.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
So, entering into the general store, you find a rather plump halfling who is running the store. As you come inside, you can see he has many wares for adventuring all along the walls. You can see small hand axes, crossbows, generally stuff that people would use for hunting.
Oh.
I have an urge to insult him. I probably shouldn't.
Welcome to me store. How are you doing?
Shitty, everything's so expensive here.
Everything.
Well, if you come into Barovia, things are gonna be a bit expensive. You should have thought about that until before moving into town.
We're not moving in, we're walking through.
Well, that's not my fault, is it?
I'm not moving. I'm here. I'm just gonna put my hand up.
Maybe it is your fault.
Rihanna, how nice to see you once again. Are you coming in? Where's the other fellas? Where's the other fellas?
They didn't make it. The dang
Oh.
wolves got to them.
Well, that is a slight shame.
Yeah,
Well, that be the life of the hunters.
I know. We gotta kill more of
These
them.
things happen.
Next
At
time.
least you made it back safely.
Thanks to these people. Lovely people.
Yeah, if I start there. 1, 2, 3,
There's a
4,
few
5,
left.
6.
Well, if these lovely people were the ones that helped you get back, maybe I can help you out. Is there any particular thing you were looking for?
We want to go we have to go somewhere cold, so we wanted to have, right? We wanted.
We never told her where we're going.
Yeah, somewhere cold, so we need some like furs, I guess.
Heavy traveling cloaks. Just that one you used to have. Yeah, didn't you like wear it out once? It was very fancy.
Oh yeah, I don't know where I put that.
I'm sure it's in one of your closets somewhere. All right. Let's see. Heavy cloaks. Let me see. Is there any particular style you're going for?
I'm gonna look to the party.
Survival?
So you're not too, but like you're just looking for like the cheapest, or you're looking for something like fancy?
Well, me, I want survival and camouflage. I don't know. Blending in all scenarios.
Yeah, blending in all scenarios would be a bit of an enchantment there, and I don't hold any enchanted stock. I could give you something that's like specifically white if you're going for snow, or like something that's a bit greeny if you're going in the forest. Do you know where you're headed?
I think we all decided on we're heading west, right?
Yeah.
West and then south.
Well, technically we're going west and then slightly north because we wanted to hit that town. Oh no, this is the town we were aiming for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops. I guess it's south then. And then west and south.
I'm in charge of the boons.
There's another small village you could stop at with a slight detour.
That was the one I was thinking.
Or
We were
you
in, my bad.
Head straight, yeah. A small farming village.
How much are these cloaks? How much is like out of game? How much do we need to wear to be insulated from the cold?
You basically just need heavy furs, so they just have to be.
So it'd be like a one-time item, heavy fur.
Essentially, like you just essentially be buying a second set of adventurer's clothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Cold.
And then just having second set on top.
So if we ask this person for a set of adventure clothing in white or whatever, green, blah blah blah, gray.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I found like in the SRDs, it's cold weather outfit. It has wool coat, linen shirt, wool cap, heavy cloak.
Is it a bikini if it's worn by what female?
Obviously.
There's a skirt. There's a skirt for girls though.
Like a furry. It's like a furry bikini.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's in the item SID? Where are you looking?
I googled it. but it might not be in the desert.
Nah, that's probably just a thing. Because there's not officially a term for the cold weather clothing. It just calls out that you need specialized clothing.
How much would it be for a set of cold weather adventuring set of cold weather clothing in white?
Well,
Would you get it?
for any normal people that were coming through my store, I would probably be charging you around 10 gold pieces. But for friends of Adriana, I could go for 7.
I'm going to see a guy.
We look after our own,
I hope to be
Valaki.
back soon.
Would you give a more discount if it's in bulk? We all need a set, I think.
If we buy in bulk, you give us 6.
There you go.
6 cloaks.
I think there's 6 of us, right? Yeah.
I could go down to 25 gold pieces for the lot for all of you. I feel that is fair. I'm covering my costs at least.
Everybody good with that? Can everybody afford that?
How much was it again?
25 for one whole set for everybody.
25 each?
No, together.
Together.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got
They're
28.
like 7 each, but he's giving us.
So basically, you're saving
You math.
out 5 gold.
There's 6 of us, and it's 25. Who taught you math?
Yeah, that's
Oh, I
why I
have
say you saving
35
out 5 gold. It's bulk buy, bro.
No, Bunny said it's like 7 each.
Hour.
Sorry, this is 6 each. Whatever.
It's not 6 either.
5
It's like
each.
5.5. It's 5.5.
It's like 4.5.
There are
It's like-
6 of us, Bunny.
It's 4 and 1/6, whatever that would be.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3. Wait, 1, 2,
Sketch, do I have already though?
5 of us. So isn't it not 5?
4.1.
If you were to go home, you probably could find yourself a set
Okay, yeah. So I was
You
thinking,
would
I think I
have-
could probably-
But it's
from
in
your
white.
previous travels. You
Or
would have
white.
one around your house if you were to go to your home.
Then that's what I'll do. So it would only be the 5 of you then.
Well, I actually want 2 sets, one in green and one in white. So I'll pay for your 6th. So we'll
Sure.
keep the math the same because I don't want to do this.
That's fine.
Okay, so
I don't know
Just
what
put
everybody else is
whatever
doing.
in my inventory.
So in the items SRD, just add Adventurer's Cloak, and you can just add a tag to it to say it's for gold.
Where?
I don't know how to do that.
How do I add?
You press the little cross.
Wait, what did
And
you
you
say?
can just
Put
go
it
to
there?
the thing. Just let me
What?
do it, hang on. It'll be faster.
I'm so
It will
confused.
be fast.
Thank you, gosh.
Dungeon Father.
Name is Clothers. Right. So I'll just add a set of traveler's clothes to represent this.
Wait, how
Traveler's
much?
clothes.
It's 4 and 1/6.
Woo! Thank you so much for the raid. What's up? Welcome, raiders.
So that's
Hi,
like it's 4 gold
Kimchi.
and
How are you?
1 silver and like 3 coppers. I don't fucking know.
I can't do math.
Yeah. How much is it?
Just say 4 gold. Just say 4
How is-
gold.
Okay.
How much is it in an electrum?
I'm just gonna put 24 because I had 28 gold.
Hold on, I paid out 5 gold.
PR114, hello.
So just add 1 back.
Give yourself another gold pack.
So it's
Yeah, I just added
I thought-
another set of traveler's clothing just so you know that you got 2 layers, essentially.
Yeah, thanks. So that's 8 to me because I'm buying 2 sets.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
oh my god, I missed you again.
Bip,
Hi,
do you need
Nami.
a set? Or sorry, Bup?
A butt is being raided.
Ah,
I mean,
Wait, you're streaming?
I'm streaming.
No. Zombae streaming. And
Oh,
her
you
butt
said
just got
somebody's
raided.
being raided.
I'm being raided.
Oh. You said Bup is being raided. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't know you were streaming too.
Mm-hmm.
I am not. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You came into the game last week kind of changed some slots.
Baby shark.
Yeah, no, I gave you all
Yeah,
my
no.
money.
Yeah, I
so
was gonna say, do you remember you gave me all your gold?
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna buy me one,
Yeah, well, I have to because I took all your gold.
okay, then yeah.
Okay, so I'll take off another 4 for a buck.
Chill. That's what I like to hear.
I just didn't remember if you remembered it. I didn't want to bring it up until you asked. Just for shits and giggles. I wasn't gonna steal your gold.
I mean, I was tipsy, not drunk.
Sure.
Not drunk, no. You didn't just ask to sleep with me multiple times.
Alright, so yeah, then give one to Bob too. I took off the gold.
Okay. So, you have successfully procured yourself some.
Did you add the thing to
holdable
my
gear.
inventory? Because I don't see it.
Yeah, I just added it. It's just traveler's clothes.
Traveler's clothes.
Yeah.
And even though it has a price tag of 2 gold.
Alright. Oh, have you guys thought about how you're getting around if you're going to somewhere cold? Often you're climbing very dangerous things. I assure you, have you got any climbing kits?
I was about to say, do we have like pickaxes or like climbing ropes, like climb mountains
The
for
Dungeoneer's
traveling on
pack
mountains?
comes with, I think, a pickaxe. I can't
I
remember.
think so, yeah.
And then the Adventures, or the Explorer's pack comes with a crowbar.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
not
rope.
there, so I cannot say what I wanted to.
You have one
No, bit
crowbar.
there, it's fine.
One crowbar in the Dungeoneer's kit, and then the Explorer's kit has.
Nothing.
Oh no, no pickaxe.
No.
We have pittance.
I'm gonna say that I don't have to climb, and I'm gonna flap my wings.
Pull my dagger and chop her wings off.
So you
Wow.
have pittons, but do you have any like climbing boots?
Oh dear God! Don't they come with the damn clothes?
You would
Well,
think.
no, climbing boots are very specialized pieces of equipment. I can't just give away those for free.
Isn't there a path?
But
up
if
the
you haven't
mountain?
got a climber's kit, you're gonna want a harness if you're gonna climb anything
dear
really
God.
dangerous.
Are we climbing? Do you think?
We're going up a mountain. I don't know if there's a path or whatever. I assume we're gonna have to climb at some point.
My tentacles
Well,
will
this is like a
carry
little
me
Of course
away.
you will, of
Trail, like,
course you
pure
will.
assumption.
Anywhere dangerous, you're gonna be climbing.
I kind of
Oh.
figured we were gonna be climbing on like
I'm never
mountains.
gonna- I can't multi-class now just because you're a dick.
Well, I'm just saying, if you want them, I do have climbers kits available. They're not very cheap though.
Of course.
I was worried about that. That was the
Thank you.
only
Have a
thing that I
good,
worried on.
good shift.
I mean, like, of course, for Friends of Adriana, I will be doing them as cheap as I can, but they are still 30 gold pieces.
What if we're her girlfriend? What's your girlfriend? Hey girl, hey!
What?
I just want to ride your horse. Okay.
Are you going ahead and saying that?
They're handlebar horns.
We could try. Former
But-
level.
This halfling looks towards Adriana and is like, "Oh, I didn't know you swung both ways."
Yep, definitely.
I'm just gonna
gonna smile.
slyly like wink over at her and just be like, hey girl. It's good to see you again.
Oh, well, I guess the rumors about Adriana were true after all. I didn't
I am,
think they were.
I am
but okay.
not going through with this sale unless I see some tongue-on-tongue action.
I'm gonna say, what? Who's spreading rumors like this?
Well, you didn't hear it from me, lassie, but
Nope, definitely not.
And he leans in, like, very quiet, and goes, "Some people have, they've been seeing you coming home with a lot of random people. You know, leaving in the wee hours in the morning."
That is true. Okay.
They always seem to have hickeys afterwards.
Yep. It's my specialty.
Y'all know that I'm attracted to shiny things, and that's right between our heads, okay?
I mean, I'm just saying, not that I judge, but they've started to call him the Mark of Adriana.
Adriana.
Wow.
Brett.
Wow.
I'm like, well, I'm
I
glad that.
just you should know. That's all.
I'm just gonna
I
like
said
kind
it,
of just like slightly hide my neck with my like little cloak. It's be like, I don't know what that is. Never heard of this mark in my life. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Adriana's gonna go. Well, I'm definitely glad.
Bite us in our sleep.
I'm definitely glad that I'm becoming more of a talk of the town than Fiona. So, yeah.
That is true. She is quite the bitch.
Who's heard that? I'm curious.
Someone in the town. Don't worry.
I mean, who would look
Um,
down on our festivities, eh?
I know. So
You throw one too many parties, and suddenly you're not good enough for Barovia, for little Fiona. Also, why did I look over and just see Bae's face right in the camera, just sniffing everyone?
If
she's trying to give us hickeys.
she does kind of look like she's numbing out my ears sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
My ears taste good. Do they taste like fuzzy vanilla?
You managed to secure yourself cold clothing. Are you going to want to buy yourself any adventuring kits to help
much
with
are
any
they?
possible
He
eventualities?
said 30.
30 gold pieces, yeah.
I am too broke for that.
That's hella
What comes
expensive.
in an adventuring kit?
So the adventuring kit comes with boots, claws, and harness, which would all be used for climbing, and also 10 pittons. Generally speaking, you'll generally have pittons, but these are special ones that allow you to hook yourself to them, rather than just being pittons that you'd put a rope to.
I'm going to buy.
Okay.
I'm gonna put.
So
You're
I'm
going to buy?
left with 1 gold.
No, I'm gonna put down 15. As I see her empty her bag.
Sheesh. How rich are you?
I will.
You're about to see how rich I am.
Yeah, so a climber's kit includes special pittons, boot tips, gloves, and a harness. You can use the climber's kit as an action to
Climber's
anchor
tit
yourself.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah, a climber's kit.
Adventurous
I was
tip.
hoping no one caught that. Fuck you. As you use the climber's tit as an action to anchor yourself, when you do so, you can't fall more than 25 feet from the point where you anchored yourself. And you can't climb more than 25 feet away without undoing the anchor. So it basically stops you from falling to your death.
So Jade, you have 16 gold.
Okay.
Actually, I was gonna wonder if I see Adriana open up her purse, her coin purse. Can I glance inside and see? She keeps making references. She owns a house. She has money. And
It's big.
Can
It
I
has money
see
in it.
roughly like how much, like, not like quantity wise, but like there's a lot.
Sure, roll a perception check.
I'm not getting an exact fucking count, obviously.
Yeah.
Perception. Oh, there it is. Oh, almost a 20.
Ooh.
Would it
19,
be like
you can tell she has a relatively hefty sack.
Yeah, just something's not adding up about her to me.
I mean, she's not poor. She definitely has some wealth to her name. Not like noble level, but enough where it's like she's clearly made a living for herself.
She's got money. She comes off as owning a lot of stuff. Her house has multiple rooms, though she is on the poor side of town, on the opposite side of the, quote unquote nobles, next to the reclamation center.
Yeah.
But something's just not adding up to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's going in my head, though. So.
Okay.
I mean, she's constantly bringing people home.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just like a doctor and curing people.
She's
Speaking
either a
of-
She
madam.
can't make potions. I doubt it.
I will go home and,
Maybe she
and look for
cures
my
people
own
in other
thing,
ways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
happy
Nice, madam.
ending.
Yeah, I am gonna go to my house though at some point.
So that's
Try to
what,
grab
15, 16 golds. We need, you said it was 35? 45?
30.
For you.
30. Yeah, so I'm saying I
30.
put in 15 so that Jade had to put in 15
Oh, I thought you put it
Instead
in
of-
one.
instead of 30 instead of all of her gold.
Yeah, we're all fucking poor.
So you got one climber's kit
I
between you all
would
at the
buy
moment.
one if I had enough.
I mean, depending on how you work, one might be enough if you have one person climb up and then kind of hoist the
That's what I
rope.
was thinking.
True, actually.
Yeah.
I did want to leave with one, but I didn't know.
Obviously,
afford it.
everyone having one would be better, but yeah.
Well, why isn't it raining gold then?
Because
Yeah, what
it's
is
a
it?
horror campaign, and I can't have
Yeah,
you.
why can't it be a
buying your way
horror
out.
campaign
Yeah.
and it's raining gold?
Hey, gold can kill us actually, though. If it rained gold,
Yeah,
it
it's
could
true.
like bonk us on the head and just like make
It's
us
raining
fall
gold,
unconscious.
yay! I try to catch it.
Fine,
and
I will
die.
make sure I put more gold in the game.
Yay!
We're gonna die. A gold bar is gonna hit us over the head from 100 feet high.
Yeah, that's
Where's that?
exactly what is gonna happen.
I'll die rich.
You have no idea what you
Okay,
just...
so we have our clothes. We can't afford potions. We got to pick up our weapons from down the street. The magic guy sort of left town-ish.
When you go to get your to the blacksmith, I'm gonna go to my house.
Well, I'm gonna head to the blacksmith after I leave this place.
Yep.
But
Okay.
I was thinking of where would we pick up bounties? Because I know that I can't remember the name of the goddamn place south of us with the unreputable people. I keep forgetting the name for some reason.
The Vistani.
The Vistani, yeah. They're,
Yeah.
not good people, but there's a place to earn money there. But some of them might also have bounties, so it's like a win-win if we take a job there, or maybe claim somebody and, bring them back to
If you were
town.
looking for bounties, you would most likely, in this kind of town, either be going to the Burgomaster himself,
Oh,
if it's
my
a
bad.
high-end bounty, or to the local prisons. They often have them there as kind of like, is this person? Here's your bounty. So
Oh, I thought it was gonna be the bar, but okay, my bad.
why would the bar be giving out bounties?
You meet in the olden time days, a lot of unreputable people hung out in the bars, and they were the bounty hunters, the enforcers, this, that, and the other, and you would get jobs from there.
Yeah, there is like some bars that have like little bounty like.
Yeah, they have bounty boards on there, so you drink yourself stupid, and when you get your bounty, you come back, and you spend your money again, and you pick up a new one.
No,
That's how it was in real life.
no, it's not.
Well, not nowadays.
That's how it is in some fantasy novels.
I don't read fantasy novels.
God knows where you got that idea from. Tavern Keep, give me your finest quest.
Give me your finest quest.
Oh God.
If we don't need anything else here, I'm going to the blacksmith. I need my weapons.
Okay.
I don't want to do that without it.
Then at this time, your weapons will be available, so we can just say you've picked them up. That's no problem.
Oh,
Unless there's any other business you have with him.
I'm just clicking on something to see if it works. See something. Just ignore that.
It's a horror campaign. It's a horror campaign.
Yeah.
It definitely is a horror campaign.
Okay, never mind. That worked. I didn't know if it was programmed right.
Wow.
Um,
Why are we talking?
Okay.
No, it's
No,
not my fault. Bunny always ends up being a whore. Okay.
Wow.
You can't
okay.
say anything. Sabrina was quite the little.
Oh, I forgot to ask how much a hand crossbow costs.
A hand crossbow are relatively expensive.
But salad wasn't.
He didn't last
I mean,
longer
they're
than
tiny
three
contraptions.
sessions. He died in
I
the
want
second
to
session.
say standard is 75. Let me just have a
So
quick
that would
look
be
for
like
you.
150 to 200 in this place.
Yeah, 75 gold pieces.
Okay.
You're a nerd.
They are a relatively chunky buy. Which is why, like, some people, if they're like being given gear rather than buying it, they will take a hand crossbow and sell it. Just because it's just a ridiculously high price. You can take the hand crossbow as your martial weapon, sell it for 75 gold pieces, and get 3 martial weapons.
Well, I didn't think you'd give me one, so I never asked for it.
Yeah. No, it's part of the starting class, if that's what you want to take. It's just one of those things where it's just like, if it's the kind of campaign where they'll allow you to go shopping beforehand, you could game it that way if you really wanted to, kind of thing.
Well, can I have
But
one?
that's why, generally speaking, when it
It's
comes to
not
the start of the
beforehand
campaign,
anymore.
I'm a little bit.
Okay, we picked up our weapons. I don't know. You had the silvered perglaive. If you get a
Yeah, I
chance.
silvered it.
Okay.
Yeah, silvered.
Off to find
Straw.
Crazy Mage.
And I give the two silvered traps to Bup. Hunting traps.
Bup, 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 bup,
I don't know.
bup, bup.
Oh, he's not with us at the moment, or she's not with us. So I'll give it to her when he gets back. Okay.
I mean, he never officially left the party yet, so
Oh, then I
No,
give her the two.
said he
he
did.
said he wanted to go, but yeah, he didn't
Yeah,
just
and you
walk
guys
off at
went
some point.
shopping and I went the other way.
Yeah.
Okay, so I still have him. You'll get him when we get back. He's off, or she's off. I don't know,
Yeah.
looking at the crazies.
So,
And we'll
Adriana.
we'll follow Adriana to her house, I guess, after.
Oh, you're gonna go? Okay.
Well, we just need to pick up weapons, right? There's nothing else to buy there.
I was just gonna go pick up clothes and then meet you
Yeah,
guys there.
I was gonna follow you anyways. I want to see what the hell's going on. It's not, like I said,
Okay.
something's not adding up.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of want to also follow Adriana to her.
Okay.
okay.
Sure.
So, just in case anything goes wrong, Bit, we'll turn to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
As you're going around the outside of the Reformation Center, what are you particularly trying to do?
I want to first try to. I want to hear to figure out if, like, is there any kind of agony screams going on inside?
Okay. Are you looking at the top floor or the bottom floor?
Given that I fly and it might be like a better idea to get the upper hand on enemies, I'm gonna go from the roof down.
The roof is on fire.
You could head to the roof if you want to roll a perception check, and Joker, it already
fine.
does slap damage, so it wouldn't really change anything about it.
Okay. Just yeah.
I would say he did manage to imbue silver to it.
Okay.
Nice.
Just one.
22. Okay. So, heading upstairs, you start hanging around the windows and just trying to listen in to what's going on inside. And it seems relatively legit. You hear people inside discussing the hardships that they've gone through, what's caused them to turn to crime, with what seems like relatively understanding people listening and making notes and trying to get them to be back on the right side of people.
Yeah.
Roll an insight check.
Nice.
Relatively high. Listening in, you can hear that they often overpraise the town, which seems a bit odd. It does seem kind of brainwashy to what you thought before with your previous things, but it doesn't seem anywhere near as sinister as you thought.
Okay. I'm gonna fly around the compound, and do I see any like beggars or poor people around?
Roll an investigation check.
But I'm blind.
Going around, you don't seem to find anyone of that kind of description. It seems all the people inside that you can see seem relatively well dressed. But you think maybe that they kind of dressed them up inside to try and bring their status up a bit.
Okay. Is there like any guards at the entrance?
From what you can see outside, you don't see anyone who particularly looks like a guard. There's a guy who's relatively big, but he looks kind of more bouncer-ish than guard, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna go talk to him.
And yes, he is flying around a pseudo prison just in broad daylight, but he is also a tiny creature and highly good at stealth. And
Yeah,
generally
up.
speaking, people don't look up, so it's actually very rare that they'll ever see anything flying above their head. Sorry, what did you say, Bip?
I wanna go talk to the bouncer guy.
Okay. So the bouncer is just inside the main hall. You see him on a relatively comfortable stool. He seems to ignore you as you first walk in.
Okay. I'm gonna cast on myself. Reduce so I can become tiny.
Even
Ah.
smaller.
Even small. You're gonna be like microscopic.
And
So-
like a little spick.
You go from small, roughly 3 feet, all the way down to around 2 inches.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Really one of
and
those
I'm
little
gonna go and stand on his or I don't know, stand. Would I be small enough to stand on his shoulder?
If you're 2 inches, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you had a 2-inch bug land on your shoulder, what are you going to do?
Scream
Yeah.
like a little
Flick
girl.
it
run
the
away.
Yeah.
fuck away.
So I'm
Fuck
gonna,
off.
It's
gonna
Godzilla.
go.
I scream and run.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
fly.
just saying, that's currently what you look like. Are you sure?
Okay. I'm gonna fly close to him. I'm gonna go right in front of his face. I'm gonna go. Hey, I'm gonna punch.
What did you say? It glitched out.
Hi, I'm your conscience.
Oh, you're Jiminy Cricket.
You know.
Basically.
Roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
I'd be swatting that thing.
Yeah.
I would probably accidentally slap
Drop
it.
everything
Like, eternity,
in-
not gonna lie.
Drop everything in my
Bug
hands
lands on
and
me.
run screaming.
Uh-oh.
So,
I'll slap it for you, Zombae.
Yes, please.
hearing this random voice that sounds nothing like himself, he starts looking around wondering who the hell is playing tricks on him. He looks
I'm gonna-
towards the guy at the front desk. Is that you, Bob? I
I'm
don't
gonna,
know what you
like,
mean.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
very
poke
funny.
him- I'm gonna poke him with my rapier, but like gently enough so that I don't hurt him.
Thus was the end of
Gonna
Buck.
feel like a pinprick.
Yeah,
I
07.
feel like a mosquito.
On his shoulder and go like, knock it off. I'm not. No one's playing games with you. It's me. Look at me. I'm here. I'm your conscience.
Mosquito.
Why did a mosquito?
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
So suddenly, a massive hand suddenly swipes at you and smacks himself in the shoulder, trying to hit what he thinks is a wasp or something. Fucking bugs!
Ah!
The hell was that?
I'm
Shit.
guessing given that he rolled one, he didn't hit me.
It's a
Sorry?
natural one. He misses.
Yeah, he
Republican
missed,
is
yeah,
swatted.
He
took a-
attempted to swat.
He
you,
attack
but you
rolled
got
your
out of the
ass.
I am gonna just appear in front of his nose, and I'm gonna smack the tip of his nose and go like, "How dare you? I'm here. I'm talking to you."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I'm gonna wiggle my finger at him.
So you see him look down at a sandwich in his hand. Bob, did you spike my sandwich?
This whole campaign about drugs.
Yes.
This campaign is brought to you by mushrooms. All natural.
All
Did you
that.
find these mushrooms in the wild, Bob?
I thought you said that the mushrooms were sus. Lied to for the
I was just having a ham and mushroom sandwich. Now there's this tiny thing looking at me.
And if he tries to get the other guy's attention to look at me, I'm just gonna hide. So that they think that he's crazy.
Roll a self check. With advantage because you're tiny. So as you quickly vanish behind this guy's giant head, the other guy looks up and is like, "You doing all right there? Maybe you should go lay down for a bit. Like, room 2 is free if you just want to rest up. I mean, we haven't had any incidents for a while. I'm pretty sure things will be fine if you just want to, take a nap." Yeah, maybe I should do that. And he stands up. He puts the sandwich that he was eating in the bin and walks to room 2.
I'm gonna follow him to room 2.
Oh my god, this poor man.
This poor
Can I
man.
steal a sandwich?
How long does your reduce last? You gonna get stuck in prison?
I think it's only a minute.
It's only a minute.
If you get through bars and they grow big, can you get back out of the bars?
No.
Nope.
So, as you follow him, you would have probably about 12 seconds left. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to enter the room with him, or are you going to just escape?
I don't know. Small, but small would be
Let
enough
me
to
see
get out.
something.
Can you get through bars?
I'm
and
pretty
get
sure it's a
small?
minute. If you want to check the spell.
Yeah, it's 1 minute.
Yeah,
You're right.
I'm
Large reduces 1 minute
Okay.
and concentration,
Yeah.
but it wasn't hit anyways.
Up to 1 minute.
You get that boba puppy.
So
Multicast.
I got my wine
I'm gonna
shoes.
I'm gonna stand outside of the room and I'm gonna watch him like lay down.
Okay.
And as soon as he does, I am gonna stop the door from closing all the way.
He opens the door and he actually leaves it somewhat ajar as he just kind of sits on the bed. Takes what looks like a kind of a pitcher of water, which is quite fancy, relatively speaking, for this kind of town, and just pours him a water, drinks it, and just lays staring at the roof.
Okay. I'm gonna go under the bed, and as soon as my spell ends, I am gonna pop back up right in front of his face, like, "Hey, it's me again."
As you do so, a horrified scream echoes throughout the entire jail.
I'm gonna muffle his screams with my hand. I was like, "Okay."
Oh no, he's already screamed. The scream has gone through.
Right, but he starts like screaming, and I like put my hand over his mouth, and I'm like, "Shut it! Get up!"
Yeah, you're small, he's incredibly large.
Yes, but you know what I mean.
Roll an athletics check to see if you can stop him screaming. You actually managed to stop him screaming.
Well done.
So mid-yelp, suddenly you push your hands over his mouth as you see him start to sweat as he's looking at this strange creature that has appeared in front of him.
I'm trying to talk to you. Are you okay? Do you need some more water? If I remove my hands, will you stop screaming? If I remove my hands, I'm gonna water for you, bitch.
He starts screaming again.
No. I'm trying to talk to you. I need to know what's actually going on here. If I remove my hands, would you be okay? Are you gonna scream again?
You can feel in your hands just continuous screaming.
I'm gonna bonk him in the head with the flat side of my dagger. Like, stop it.
Go ahead and roll attack.
Oh my goodness.
Did I come back to a fight? I feel like
I mean, we're
gonna have
not
a
in the
fight.
same room.
We
we're
have
in-
no
I-
idea where this is and what's. We're technically still shopping while this is going on.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
I thought we were
That's
all
enough
just,
for
like,
it, and
chilling
he is
here, just
just a
watching.
simple commoner, so it is enough to knock him out.
Oh god.
Bop is just
As you
knocking
knock this
guys
poor
out.
man unconscious, you hear the guy in the front go, "Mike, everything okay back there?"
Mike.
That poor guy. Bob,
You hear
what have you
footsteps
done
coming
to
towards
this
the door.
poor guy?
We're just gonna hear like in the friggin' local town of just like a guy just getting passed out by like a bogu fairy.
So, is the roof made out of wood or stone?
Pile.
Would I be able to like tap a little bit of it to make some debris?
What are you trying to do exactly?
Try and knock him out with a brick roof.
Play pretend that something fell on his head and that's why he's like that.
Sure. Roll an athletics check to see if you can dislodge something to fall on him.
Well, we were looking for a bounty. We just gotta turn Bip in now.
True.
You find yourself unable to dislodge the tiles above him.
Oh god.
So
Suddenly,
I'm gonna go
With
ahead and
no
move
response
under the bed.
from Mike, Bob is running towards the room. What are you doing?
How tall is the roof?
The room is only 10 foot tall. It's not particularly big.
Okay, can I hide like in the shadow of the roof, so as to not be seen?
Like a corpse.
While
Roll a
sleeping?
stealth check. As Bob bursts through the door to see Mike unconscious, he runs over to go, Mike, what's going on? As he tries to wake him up, as you are currently Spider-Manning just above the doorframe, as you are able to quickly jump down and sneak out.
Okay, I'm gonna go further in. I wanna talk to one of the prisoners.
So as you infiltrate further inside, you find the floor here is relatively clinical and immaculate. It's very nice. It's painted a very nice green color. And as you walk through, you can only hear that the only patient that seems to be going on here is the room that you heard before. You manage to find your way up the stairs and outside the room where their conversation is continuing on.
How many people
What do you-
are in there?
At the moment, it just seems to be whoever this person is who's talking to what you assume is the prisoner and the prisoner.
I'm gonna make the non-prisoner guy smell like manure.
Manure. You smell like poo-poo. Poo-pourri, if you will.
So, can you link me Druidcraft?
There's a vocal component.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking exactly of how he would see this happening.
And
No, it's
just to know
verbal.
it's a whisper.
So, I assume you're trying to be stealthy, so you kind of say it as quietly as you can. As you
Right.
speak the words of magic as they echo from you, you can hear them just kind of start shuffling as they hear a strange voice, and then the guy who you think is the patient or the Jay Lee It just starts going. Oh, did you fart? And as they start to have a bit of an argument of who ripped the bean can, the guy quickly runs over to the window and opens it up.
He who smelt it dealt it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make
After
one of the prisoners smell like vomit.
Like Butters.
Vomit.
Vomit.
So after making these two smell like these disgusting things, suddenly the man who you assume is in charge is like, oh, there must be some skunk or something in here. Quick, just leave the room and we'll get a shower and everything will be fine. And you see him lead this man to a washroom with a bucket and what looks like a very rudimentary shower. It's almost just like a trough of water that you pour a bucket of water in so it slowly drips out.
Okay.
So there's one more guy inside?
No, they've both gone to the water room.
Okay. Can I go into the room and try to find out any documents that may be on the desk?
Sure, go ahead and roll an investigation check. So as you make your way inside as quickly as you can, you start to shift through as many papers as you can, but all the ones you seem to find just seem to be almost nonsense to you. They all use very heavy medical jargon that you just do not understand, and you can't seem to find anything that seems malicious in this pile.
Let me see something. What stuff I have.
As you continue to search, you start to hear footsteps echo throughout the rehabilitation center as you hear the sound of plate armor start walking through the halls.
So I'm gonna make yeah, I'm gonna make the room smell like skunk, and then I'm gonna hide in the ceiling again.
Okay. And as you hide in the ceiling, you see two guards kind of poke their head in and start looking around. You can see them looking on the floor, seeing if they can find whatever is causing this thing. They're both relatively light armored. They don't look like, proper guards. Probably just kind of like a local city militia that just kind of help out around the area now and then. And they look around, just trying to find whatever this is. They shout down the hall. They can't seem to find anything, but it definitely smells in this room.
Can I bypass them and go further in to look for like a director's office?
This is probably the only room you've seen with any sort of office stuff attached to it. All the others are fairly plain therapy rooms, whereas this is the only one where there's any sort of documentation that you've seen.
Okay. I'm gonna make, using my druidcraft, the sound of clattering outside of the room, the furthest away that I can from the room.
Okay. As you do so, you hear one of the guys pipe up. I think I heard it. It's out there! It's out there! He quickly grabs the spear and starts running out, trying to find the source of the noise.
I'm gonna jump down, grab all of the papers that I can see, and fly out to meet the group.
As you quickly grab as many papers as you can, having no idea what their value is, you fly out of the window, hoping you have something for this incredibly innocent rehabilitation center.
I don't know.
Why are you all so sus of everything I put in this game?
There's no word
Because it's a
doesn't say.
horror game?
Maybe you should cover your traps by burning down. Maybe you should cover your traps by burning down the building too.
They are just nice old ladies.
They are not nice old ladies.
I
They
don't
were
trust
not.
old ladies.
I've never met a nice old lady in my
Never
life.
nice old ladies. No.
Nice old lady doesn't turn out to be nice old lady. They turn out to be fucking witches.
Yeah.
But also have like almost murdered, and actually they did kind of murder children.
We learned from the last
They did murder children.
They
One,
body
two,
parts.
three.
In that one situation,
4 of them.
maybe they were evil.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, exactly.
Yeah, no one believes you no more. If you put old lady in any game that is horror based,
I'ma kill her.
it's no longer innocent. No longer.
So this party's name is now the Old Lady Killers. Then is that what we're going for?
Yeah, yeah.
We're
Yeah.
like, fuck
We'll
it,
do,
guys.
we'll do the old lady destroyers, and we'll be called the Olds.
What
Yes,
what
old
about
lady destroyers sounds cooler.
what about I'm trying to think of a murder word that starts with an H.
Homicide.
Hag homicide. Yeah.
Horrible hag homicides.
Horrible hag.
Triple H.
I ain't no wrestler. Anyways.
So you're not gonna sing about it's all about the game and how you play it.
Hag homicide hunters.
Okay. Bips, with a bit more time to look at the paper that you have managed to steal, go ahead and roll another investigation check to see if you can make any leeway into what any of this means.
That means I got loud all of a sudden.
20. So with a bit more time to flick through them, you seem to find that all of these seem to be genuine medical documents. You look through, there seems to be a few months worth of patients that have come in that have had general grievances with the town, and it documents basically how the doctor there seemed to be not exactly brainwashing, but conditioning the people to be more accepting of the town's place in Barovia. It mentions treatments that has taken place, and there is constant mention of another room that you couldn't find. A special treatment room 3. You only ever saw rooms 1 and 2.
Well,
Okay. Gonna make a mental note of that.
Other than that, it seemed relatively upstanding. It'd be a bit weird, but it seems to be working for this town.
Do I have the names of the patients that were released?
I don't know. I don't have every single name memorized, but I will allow you to know, as a general rule of thumb, that all the ones that seem to be documented seem to have occupations that are relatively high up, as that seems to be a bit of a pattern. You don't see many references to people who would be like, you don't see like any homeless, for example, despite the fact you know there are abandoned houses. You don't see any Vistani names or anything like that.
Okay,
Which,
so
considering a
I'm-
lot of people say the Vistani causes a lot of crime, does seem odd.
Okay, out of the list, I'm gonna look for the name of the one that was released the latest.
Latest? The latest released name would be... It would actually be the son of Fiona. I'm trying to remember what his name is. Did I give you the last name of Fiona, Bunny?
Nope. You did not.
Did you just say the son of Fiona?
Yeah. Wakta. So I can't remember his first name right this second, but Wakta. I'll put it in the
Great.
things. I'm probably saying it wrong.
Okay. We're gonna go with this information, and I'm gonna confide in Dessel,
Okay.
and I'm gonna tell him that I want to find this.
Then by the time
This-
you have managed
this
to
person.
infiltrate and go, you actually see them heading into the house next to you.
Yeah, we're like right next door or down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, we swap to
Everybody.
Bip flying down to the party, and the party about to enter Adriana's home. However, unfortunately, Adriana, as you open the door, you realize someone has robbed you whilst you've been gone. As you open the door, you can see the door itself has been ripped off its hinges, and for some reason, someone seems to have been pouring through all your stuff.
Not it. You guys just blame me for everything, so not it.
It wasn't me either.
So is like my stuff's just like all over the ground?
Yes. It seems nothing of value has been taken, so you still
I
got
was gonna
like
say-
your candles around, your basic food supplies, your clothes.
Mhm.
Nothing immediate that you can see seems to have been taken.
Does your house always look this messy?
Are there any? I'm like, no, someone clearly broke in.
I don't know. I don't know. You could be a slob.
No, I am definitely not a slob.
And like the rest of the town say, your door is always open for a reason. So maybe you never locked it nor closed it.
I'm gonna start putting away, like I'm assuming like clothes and rags and whatever.
Yeah.
And as I do so, I'm like, well, welcome to my house. I guess that now it's all fixed. Things are back
So,
where they were.
Dessel, in answer to what you were kind of thinking, you can see the house only has 2 rooms. However, it does seem like Adriana is relatively well off. Her furniture is fairly well made. Not noble by any standards, but definitely higher than an average commoner. You can see there's fine clothes mixed in with what she wears, as well as some very relatively old looking clothes, but really fine and well kept.
We're in this house, right?
Yeah, that house, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
If I stand at the doorway and you said there's only 2 rooms, and I mean from the picture it doesn't look great, or like big. Yeah. Oh, nice. Does the house size on the outside match what it looks like on the inside?
Yes. So you can see there's essentially just 2 rooms. So you got 1 room on the left, 1 room on the right, with the 1 fireplace. Now, for a single person, it's a very big house.
I would help clean up and just snoop a little, but not like stealing anything. I just want to confirm that she kind of says, or she acts the way she says she is, and all her possessions kind of made up with that requirement.
Sure, go ahead and
Nothing
roll an
special.
insight check as you kind of keep an eye on her.
Nothing special. Insight.
16. You, as you're kind of like helping her tidy up, you can tell she's more upset than she's letting on. Like she came in, she's acting as if she's not bothered.
Oh yeah, this shit happens
That's
all
how
the
I work their
time.
stuff, yeah.
And all cleaning up, can I also look to see if there's any clue as to who did this or what? Maybe I don't know. I mean, creature-wise, maybe I don't know, something of that sort.
Roll a survival check.
I don't know if it was an animal.
Can I
but doubt it,
assist? Can I assist?
Wow.
Sure, go ahead and roll advantage.
Nah, she wants to assist. She can roll it too.
God damn it.
Well, double.
You
she doubled the
jinxed
roll.
it. You jinxed
Dice Daddy is back.
Cheat codes, I swear.
Yeah. He's gonna
So
let
as
the
you-
nothing over 5. Nothing over 5. Nothing over...
As you start looking around and just kind of see what kind of footprints and stuff you can see, the house seemed to very well cleaned. So there is a notable set of mud tracks that you can see that someone has like pulled in as they've like run around to try and find this thing. You can tell from it that whoever owned the footwear doesn't look after their feet very well. The footwear, you can tell there's a lot of wearing down on the tread, and the mud does tell you that it's somewhere from outside of town and not too far.
But it goes out like the back door?
It seems to come in the front, oddly. You'd think it would like come in from the back, but whoever came in basically bashed the door down, flurried through everything, and seemed to have run off.
Can I do some sort of tracking?
So whoever
with
did
the
it seemed either desperate or not really looking for anything in particular.
I'm gonna just ask. I mean, Adriana, who would want to do this, and what are they looking for? And also, if it's out in the open like this, would your neighbors actually help you? Would any of them see anything? I mean, we're surrounded by what, 4 houses, give or take?
Well, the center is next to me.
Yeah, aside from the center, like they're
Yeah.
probably more inside than
Or the
outside.
jail.
But what about the other 3 houses? Any of your neighbors would keep an eye on this? Like cranky old lady on the porch always out there?
We never talked about that. I don't know if people inhabit these houses. Or who does.
You
I
can
don't
certainly
know.
go investigate the other houses, see if they might have seen anything.
Yeah.
Any
Okay.
idea what they'd be after?
Nope. She has no clue.
Insight check that.
Okay.
Sure.
She doesn't know what they would want.
Wow, that didn't go anywhere. Just flopped on the table.
That was terrible.
With a 14, you're not sure if she does specifically know what she was after, but you just know she's upset.
Fair enough. Well, if I can see everything inside, I'd probably try and at least ask the neighbors. I mean, if somebody kicks in a door, you hear that shit, and we're, what, noonish? So it's like broad daylight.
I've also
Yeah,
been
you-
gone for like 4 days, so or more.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. We've been gone for or she's been gone for a while too. Could have happened any time in the middle of the night, but I mean, maybe somebody heard something, or they could at least told us when it was. Kicking in a door even in the middle of the night would probably,
You'd
you
hear
know, alert
something, yeah.
somebody.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and roll an
Neighbors.
investigation check as you kind of knock on the houses nearby to see if anyone had noticed.
Did you want to do that, or did I?
I don't. Yeah, you should do it.
I'll allow you both to roll since you're kind
Okay.
of doing it.
Oh, almost a 1.
Try. Okay.
14,
All right.
16. So you knock on the doors of the houses nearby, and the houses near here do seem to be not as wealthy as the north part, but kind of middle class for the city. They're all quite happy to converse with you, and they give their condolences to Adriana for the kicking in of her door, but they don't seem to have noticed anything that would have happened. One of the citizens thinks that, considering no one heard anything, it must have been the night of the Wolf Head Jamboree, as everyone would have been in the city centre. And because the door was closed too, they didn't notice that it had been broken into.
That was last week, right?
That was right.
It was 3 days ago, because Adriana was supposed to be back for it, but obviously
Yeah.
got waylaid by the hunt.
Well, yeah, if it's noisy village time, then yeah, you probably won't hear shit.
Yeah.
Well, if you can't think of what they were after, or I doubt it was like a regular robbery if they didn't take anything from what I helped pick up. I don't know what to do. Unless you got any leads.
Did I arrive to the
Yeah,
party?
you're with us. You met us at the front door.
You see all this going on.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Dessel and tell him what I found. Found, quote unquote. on the facility, and about Adriana's son that I am trying to find.
I think
It's
you mean
Fiona's son,
Fiona.
not Adrian's.
Fiona, okay. Fiona's son that I'm trying to find.
Yeah, I don't have a son.
Alright.
Well, that would be maybe he's on part of the bounty board. If you're saying he's in good reputation, he might be on the north end of the city, or he could be with the God damn it, Vishtani or whatever the fuck their name is. I keep forgetting it. Write it down.
Vistani, yeah. Vistani.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't seem to remember that. Maybe he went to the Vistani, or he's in the north end of town. If he's everybody that's been released there is sort of moving on up in the world, which is weird. Especially if none of the prisoners actually come from the Vistani, even though they're the most unreputable.
Okay, first of all, it's way too weird that everybody's like incredibly happy in this place.
Yeah.
Second,
I was actually thinking about that too.
What is this statue?
Just kind of seem weird.
Can I
they
find
seem
out?
in the facility they seem to be okay with the use of drugs. Third, there's a examine room 3 that was nowhere to be found, at least in my little adventure. So something's aloof.
Did you check out the entire main floor and upper floor, or I deliberately didn't pay attention because I wasn't there. So
I have a feeling I was just on the top floor.
Catch, you there?
He went through all the floors that he could see.
Ah.
Can I find out what this
Well,
statue
she went
is?
through it all, and she would know that. So if you knew that, then if you tell me that, then I would assume there's a basement or a back shed, because this looks like a back shed.
There is a back shed. It does look like a stable. And Zombae, yeah, you can do that next.
Maybe there's a secret room under the shed or in the basement of the place itself.
Okay.
I don't know how we'd find it entirely.
Adriana is going to, like, she's gonna pick up all her clothes and stuff that are around.
Take some
and then
winter
she's
wear.
gonna winter wear. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get. Can I get that sketch? Did I?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You pick up lingerie. I mean winter wear.
Some
stilettos, some thigh highs.
Fur-lined string bikini.
She's gonna go over to the bookshelf, and there's like, you could visibly see that, like, in the row of books, there is not a book there, and she's going to look visibly sad. And
So
she's gonna go,
So what's actually
So
missing from
someone
this?
stole a book.
You told us nothing.
Yeah.
Is gone, but
Someone
There was,
stole her fandom.
something obviously is.
There was a fairly...
Twilight fandom.
If I could speak. There's a basically like a family, like, heirloom journal of mine that is not here.
It clearly had important information somebody wanted.
Are you talking like spell book? Because you're a spell like you know spells
No,
and
it was
wizardly
just-
stuff.
It was just like a diary, basically.
How about do you have a
There's
spell that can
secrets in
locate something like that?
diaries.
Yeah,
Hmm.
just like
I don't
again
know
over my pay
what
grade.
secrets, but
Over my pay
is
grade.
there a spell I can locate that? No,
There
I
is
didn't
spells
have
that can
like
do
a.
so.
Yeah, but I didn't have like a. I guess it would be the equivalent of like a hunter's mark on it. Like it wasn't marked
An apple
to
tag?
be tracked. Yeah, like it has an apple tag in it.
I guess the
Um,
question would be, what do we want to do first? Obviously, you're missing your book, and it was important to you, a diary of some kind.
Mhm.
Not.
I
prior
mean,
to
I
now.
have locate object, but I don't know if...
Is it prepared today?
Be a
No.
little.
No, it's not.
Well,
I
it
mean,
could
if
be-
you remember, I said you could re-prepare a spell
Oh,
as
yeah,
a
in an
short
hour.
rest.
Oh, yeah.
Wish.
So that's an option. There's also our missing son of Fiona, Wacha.
What?
Yeah, that's the last thing.
There's the mystery. Yeah, if we're looking for a secret room in the insane asylum, pseudo insane asylum, if we find Watcha, he might know where that room is, or at least give us hints. Because I don't know if it's underground. I don't know how we'd find it without like having full run of the place.
Yeah. Also, knowing that Bup went in there, can I just like look at Bup and make sure that she's okay, like physically, after going in there?
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with
Anything.
Bab that you can see straight off.
But yeah, she's gonna be like, basically like analyzing you to make sure that you're okay from going in there.
What you looking at, Punk? Did you do something?
Aside from weapons for like magical weapons for Bay, we'd have to leave town for. We are equipped, maybe not with enough food because long journey and all, but that's minor things. Or we have to figure out who robbed you, or what's going on with the asylum. Well, we will need food for the journey eventually when we do finally leave.
I'm gonna try and gather like. Wait, how many are we? 5. I'm not including me. 5. So.
And
can I gather apart 10 rations? 10 or 15 rations? Do you think?
Well, rations are great, yeah, there's many, but I'm just thinking we might need real food. But we can also do hunting on the way. I assume there's animals.
I mean, I have there's real food in the house.
Yeah, I mean, whilst you're in Valaki, I would assume you could eat of Adriana's house and be able.
I mean, like afterwards, we take all the food. I mean, it's gonna go bad otherwise, anyways. If we're leaving for a long time, and if you're coming with us, and that'll supply us a little without rations, and we can hunt on the way and stuff. So it comes down to: are we gonna figure out who robbed you, or figure out the mystery of the asylum next to you and the secret room? It could be one and the same in the end. Just I don't know what was in the diary, but
she just said it was a family heirloom. Like it's just old.
I say we go for the asylum first because you're very right. It could be connected.
That would require finding Watcha. Or us actually going in there and trying to find a secret room all by ourselves, which is a possibility.
What other person's like hiding in a secret room?
True. But didn't the paperwork Bup just retrieve tell us that he was released? And he now lives somewhere in the upper end of the city, like a higher society kind of job posting?
Yeah, it references that Fiona came down to collect him and was relatively mad that he had been picked up for the rehabilitation center.
And who's Fiona? Do we know who this Fiona is?
I know who Fiona is.
Well, then do you know who Fiona is? Like, referenced here.
She's like a.
Do you like to tell them Fiona's thing from your own point of view, or do you want me to do it?
Scotty doesn't know. Sorry.
Actually, wait. I'll leave it to you guys. Do you guys want to hear what Fiona thinks of? Oh, that. Do you want to hear what Adriana thinks of Fiona, or do you want to know what like the?
Well, it would be both. I mean, like I'm asking Adriana because she lives here. Who the hell Fiona is? Well, why do you think her son would be in a prison-ish area, like whatever, doctor's office?
She's gonna say that the son's been in there, that probably to convince Fiona to go herself, because she clearly needs to go there.
So who the hell is she?
She's like a. I have it here. 1 second. Where is it?
She's the other hoe in town. It's competing.
No, she's.
This is my corner. Go to your corner.
Yeah.
I don't have exactly from the notes.
That's why she runs the north end.
Okay.
This one runs the south.
Then let me just fill it in so we get all the information. So,
but yeah,
it's common knowledge for any citizen of Valaki that Fiona is openly against the festivals that protect the town from Strahd's influence. She very much is what they call a Strahdite, who would want to see the town under his rule. She seems to have some distant relation to him, but has no special powers of her own.
I think she's like a noble kind of. Yeah, she's not the greatest.
I mean,
and like everybody in the south end of town hates her. Like we all hate her.
I mean, what's his name? Gustav didn't have any special powers till he became a house.
That's
so
true.
You never know.
Who became a house?
Gustav,
Oh.
the Mimic
So-
House. Anyways.
Say, just to quench your curiosity of the statue. Just north of where you guys are, there is a kind of a small enclosure for this particular statue. As you get close, you can read an inscription that dedicates the statue to someone called Saint Andrel, who is the founder of Valaki and its traditions of the festivals that keep the curse of Strahd away.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Am I with? Are we all together? Or the big
Yes.
one? You're gonna see Adriana kiss her hand and then kiss the statue, like, and put her hand on the statue.
I wish it was that statue.
Yeah.
Right on the crotch. I mean, what?
Yeah, exactly. No, just on like the inscription, probably.
He was my best customer. And
Well then.
Well, how long ago was the founding of this town? It looks pretty prominent to me.
Yeah, forever ago.
give or take, it would have been 250-ish years.
And is it like besieged by Strahd, or just he leaves it alone because of the festivals?
From what you can tell, the mist doesn't come inside the town at all. It
held at
seems
bay.
to be kept at bay at the walls.
There's a new mystery.
The festivals, Joker. Jeez.
I know, yeah, I know the festivals. What the hell does a festival have to do with keeping magic mist away from your walls? Is
Because
it
it's
is like the
it's like,
festival sucking out the life force of the people just to keep the walls charged?
No, it's like Christmas spirit. You know?
Yeah, I'll go with my answer there.
Mm,
The spirit makes the sled fly, so it's the same thing of like it like keeps a barrier around the town.
And if I go back to Adriana's backyard, the wall on this fence, what's it made of? She's
Go
like
ahead
around.
and roll a nature check.
Human business.
When feces, no wonder the fell. God, I can't roll today.
Knocking on it, it just seems like ordinary wood.
Is anybody
Just
around?
normal wood.
I know there's watchtowers.
Yeah, there's a watchtower, but it seems to be unmanned. There doesn't seem anyone particularly around.
I want to carve off a piece of the fence. Nothing crazy, just a couple, like I don't know, a handful, like a handful of one single piece.
You find it very easy to carve. It seems very just natural timber wood. You take a small hunting knife out and you're able to carve
Yeah.
it just as you would if you were to whittle anything else.
I have a theory on it, but I don't think it's going to be. But anyways, okay. So if we want to solve, so it comes down to robbery or a sane asylum. Who wants to do what? I don't know. Unless you want to leave the town, but there's a lot of mysteries.
a sane
Isn't
asylum.
it just the sun, not the insane asylum?
Well, the sun was released, and there's a missing room in the asylum,
Oh, you guys are.
and
okay.
so we might know what happened to the sun through the room, or
What
we can
about the
find out the
potion
room
lady?
through the sun, and then we have to
Wait,
find
what?
out. Well, the potion lady is when we leave the town, right?
Yeah, she's on the way
Yeah.
out.
She's on the way out.
If you
and
just
that's what
follow
the bounty-
Rictavio, where he went, like, yeah.
I mean, the Victavio, yeah, Victavio
But that is the other thing as well. The longer you wait, the further Rictavio gets away.
gets away, yeah.
Not
That's
if
what
he
I
ends up
was-
dying on the street and we find his stuff for free.
Yeah,
That's
there's
great.
that.
I love it.
I mean, granted.
What do you guys want to do?
You have many loose ends. It depends which one you wish to tug.
Kind of want to figure what's the asylum and the, because it's releasing people and they're becoming like higher class citizens for some reason. This town's already fucking weird as shit.
Okay.
But that's one vote. What do you guys want?
Hey,
Adriana
I was the
trying to
one
get-
to infiltrate the facility, so I clearly want to figure it out.
Okay, that's 2 votes.
I would
Hey,
say
John,
as
what the
well, there
bite-
is also the
Two
rumours of the
potions.
Mad Mage going missing as well.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in
I
the north
want-
end of town, the Mad Mage.
Yeah.
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 I
Wait,
wanna
is that
find
in the
Mad
town or
Mage.
north out of
North.
the town?
It's
Oh.
just north out of town. So
Okay.
what you
Yeah.
heard, just as a reminder, is Lake Zarovich, which is just north.
North. It's outside.
There
the town,
is-
yeah.
who they called the Mad Mage because he would come down to the river, past Call Lightning to go fishing, and then
just
head
kill a
back
bunch
to
of
the
fish.
mountain.
Yeah, you just zap a bunch of fish and leave, and like take them.
But the Mad Mage lived in town?
No.
He did visit
I don't-
town now and then, but pretty much for supplies and stuff. But no one's seen him in a week.
Yeah, it's been a while.
All right, well, one thing at a time. We can't do it all. What do you guys want to do?
Oh.
Okay.
How about I go after the person that like stole stuff? I
Yeah,
doubt
that's
either one.
as well
We
as
don't
another
have-
thing.
Hey, we don't have
Well,
any
that's
meat.
why I said the robbery. That's why.
So you got 2 votes for the Reformation Center. Is anyone against?
No.
I said asylum, so.
I mean, Adriana kind of is just purely on like rumor that like Valakians like don't want to go in there.
Well, we should have a vote. We should go in there.
It's generally when people do go in there, they never go in there again.
Exactly. Yeah. So she doesn't want to really.
But no one's ever spoke about anything traumatic or anything in there. They just really don't want to go back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I don't know.
With a little more time, I think we can find your diary as well, but we have to pick one, or one of 5.
It's a big town. It's a pick your
Aren't
own
we-
adventure.
Aren't we just going to the dude and buying stuff from him?
What dude?
The dude
The
that
magic
left
dude.
the.
Oh yeah, yeah, we're just
Yeah.
trying to.
Yeah.
We could do
Why don't we
magic
go-
anytime. But
Why don't we just go and buy stuff from him and then we can do this?
we don't know where he is. But yeah, we
You
could.
left the town 2
Hours
hours ago when you were talking to the alchemist.
Oh.
It's now probably been about another hour, so he's about 3 hours ahead of you, and he does have a horse and wagon.
Yeah, but the wagon will be weighed down. But it will be faster,
Yeah.
but it's be weighed down.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a weighed down wagon, so you could catch up, but it's going to take a few hours to catch up.
And presumably, I'm
Right.
just assuming here, he's not like running for his life, so he's not going full speed out of here.
Yeah, exactly. So you probably you at this point would probably catch up with him just around like dinner time
Yeah.
or tea
So
time.
if we
whatever
want to do
you go
that, we can
for.
do that.
What
Buy
do you guys
stuff,
wanna do?
come back, eat, and then do this at night. I don't know. Up to you.
That does actually
Right.
sound like a good plan.
Coming
I just
back
think,
at
like-
night is appealing to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I was thinking
trying
because
to raid
also
an
like
asylum or doctor's office at night is better than trying to do it in broad daylight.
our daylight.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if we're
Okay.
trying
I
to
was
find
thinking, like, that's the only
watch,
thing
yeah.
that's like time sensitive. That's all I'm thinking.
Yeah, if we're trying to find watch out, it's better to do it during a daytime because I don't think we know where he lives. But yeah, if we're doing anything else, it seems like nighttime would be better.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay,
Um,
so you're going to try and track down Rectavio? Who's
Is
that?
there? I'm just looking. Taylor. There's no What would a stockyard have? Sketch.
Depends on what they stock.
Stockyard.
What
So it's
they
kind
stock.
of like a timber yard. So timber,
Timber yard,
brick,
okay.
that kind of thing.
Stone and wood, probably.
Okay. Nowhere.
That's
There's
what
like a.
timber is.
There's no like horse stables. I have no idea where they would be.
Well, look at the map. Oh.
I'm thinking if we're on horse, we'll get there even quicker.
We have money for horses?
Yeah.
It can be
Adriana
on
could-
house.
There's this
Also,
place on
like-
the top right side that looks like it would have horses.
So if you don't want a war horse, so you don't want one trained for a horse and just want a riding horse,
Yeah.
the cost, I can't remember how much they are now.
I will try and persuade them though. Down.
Oh, whatever we do, we have to do it fast, even if we're just bartering for horses, because the longer we barter with them.
A riding
Yeah.
horse
Oh,
would be 75 gold pieces.
Oh, and there's
all
6
of
of
us?
us.
Oof.
You
For
could
all
buy a
of us,
mastiff.
Is that
A mastiff
is
is only
there a
25.
like? Is there a like, what they call cart thing That
Can I get a
horses
skateboard?
Cool.
carriage.
Thank you.
Like a horse and
carriage,
carriage.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to
Yeah.
get a horse and carriage, generally speaking, you would need 2 horses. A carriage is about 300 gold.
Ooh.
Okay, hell, we don't have that much money.
I think Sketch is just cheap. Damn, map god is cheap.
Yeah, exactly. The map god is too cheap.
Two of us fly.
Yeah.
The rest of us would be on foot.
But
If
just
we-
because this happened to car, I just quickly looked at the price of the horse, and just underneath, for the price of a riding horse, I could hire a commoner for 2 years to follow me with 2 coconut halves.
What?
Let's do it!
I'd rather have the follower with 2 coconut halves.
So would I.
Let's go.
How about we each get a commoner and we'll sound like a big brigand of a band, like a big band of people.
Yeah, we can drag him around with a noose, you know?
Oh my god.
Make him look like a proper slave.
I just read that and I thought you might enjoy that.
That's pretty funny.
How much is the holy hand grenade in here?
You definitely won't be able to.
We will scare all the people in this town.
We traveled around a lot. If I don't... Wait. Well, fuck. This map is... Where's the other map? The actual outside map.
I can take it to it?
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
Ah, fuck.
So you guys are here now.
I'm gonna assume
yeah.
he's like 3 hours ahead of us. He's somewhere...
Yeah,
right
1
here.
square is a day's travel. So
Yeah.
you're talking...
Right here.
He's
at the bridge.
pretty much crossing that massive bridge at this point.
I was
That's
just
where you're-
thinking if we could take the house, but that's like 5 squares away. We left it on the other side.
Obviously, the scale's a bit
Yeah.
wonky. Obviously, that town would be
No.
fucking massive, you know, but yeah.
I think if we
3
hoof
days
it right
together.
now, we can't afford horses for the life of us. If we
I
hoof
mean,
it,
Adriana's
some of us fly and
quick.
like keep an eye out. Maybe they can see things and see where the fuck he is, and maybe save us some time by like not getting lost.
Yeah, I mean, we could do that.
I don't
I
think we have
can,
another
like, Adriana
choice.
do
I
that.
mean, we can't afford. It was 75 per horse.
No, yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like goddamn.
I mean, I only have like 16 left. So,
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah.
enough to give to a horse if I need to find a magical staff.
Yeah, I was like, like, yeah. Adriana can help you buy stuff, but
It's 2 blocks per day. Sorry, I was like, no, it's
okay,
2
but that's still.
No,
It would take
one
us
day.
three days to get to the other side of town
Yeah,
with the
so
house.
he's probably closer to that.
Yeah,
Is probably
okay.
where you would meet him.
I think if
Okay.
we hoof it right
So-
now, if we like follow the road, because it's not too far from town, I doubt it'd be that dangerous. I know it's still in the foggish, but if we hoof it, he's got to be more cautious than we would have to be.
how big is Bay?
I'm like
How big is
5'3".
Bay?
Oh, you're like
Baby,
medium. Okay.
baby.
So no, I
He's
can't.
5'30".
I'm 5'3".
I was gonna
I would
say
say if I
5'30".
could-
That's 7.
I was thinking if I could carry her and still go max speed, but I can't. I'd be going half.
No, if you're carrying, there is specific rules for carrying, regardless of the character's weight. You do half your speed if you're carrying someone.
Well,
Even if
not
I'm
if
carrying like Bub.
not if Bup was tiny.
If Buck was tiny, that's slightly different because that's 2 sizes
okay.
lower. But generally speaking, like because most
It would be-
adventurers are always the same size.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. So
If
I'll
we
just look to
hightail
Bup.
it as fast as ball, that's it.
let's say, do you want to fly?
Which now I think about it, doesn't quite make sense when you take into account the mount rules. Because then the
Yeah.
mounts would be carrying you, and therefore their speed would be halved.
Yeah, but a mount would,
Like,
I
I'm
would
big.
assume is a natural, strong animal, 4-legged, and their regular
Yeah.
speed is a lot faster than a person walking.
Yeah, true.
If you like cut it in half, it's still like double a human.
Yeah. I was just thinking of a large creature carrying a medium one kind of thing. It's like, well, it's
Oh.
still a large creature. If that makes sense.
I'm almost large.
Maybe I'm just
That
remembering
counts.
rules. Maybe I should look it up. Anyway, that's a side note.
All right, if we want to catch up, I say we just hoof it as fast as possible. Be a little more reckless and try to get there
I'll
as
look-
fast as
I'll look to Bup and say, do you want to dash?
Yeah, you guys gotta be our eyes and ears. Sort of.
I can dash.
No, I'll say because the two of us could go to him and stop him.
Even flying, are you that much faster than us?
We're 5. I have 35 flying speed.
I would
think
say
that's the same.
if you were dashing continuously for 3 hours, there will have to be some Constitution saving throws to see if you can keep such a speed up.
Zoom. So like over time, yeah, we'd probably get there like 20 minutes before you do. But yeah,
And athletics checks, because obviously like that. Bar.
True.
I mean, you're faster than me. I'm just 30. You're 35.
You're 30. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm 35.
Do we really need to catch up with this guy?
Bay
Well,
needs.
Bay wants
Bay
stuff.
wants to go but
Yeah.
and
And then
probably
also we
Adriana.
can get, and we could probably
If
get
you
health
want to
potions
discuss the
cheaper.
purple crystals with him as well, so...
Oh yeah, that too.
True.
But presumably
Yeah.
any magic user could give us information like that. It's just not in this
Do
town.
we,
Yeah.
does anyone here have dimension door then?
That-
That's only 300 feet. That's only 300 feet. Not.
Yeah, you can dimension door a few times and can move.
Not that. That's a lot of spell slots.
Like twice.
Why don't we just vote on it?
Yeah.
Who wants to go after the cart guy? Brictavio.
I mean, I don't really use magic, so I'm gonna say no.
I
Fair.
do, but I don't want
Okay, so
to
that's-
stray too far from the town.
Yeah, we'd have to
We
leave
will
like a
be.
whole day and back.
Well, no. It wouldn't be a whole. It would be half a day.
Are we getting like a time constraint?
Well, the longer it takes for us to find him,
Farther
the
he
farther
is.
he gets. That's the only
Yeah.
difference. Everything else in
So
town is not a
basically,
time constraint.
he's going west. If you were to go now, you can go and meet him, or you hope you meet him in the future.
Yeah.
I feel for you not getting to meet a magic guy, but I think he's gone.
Well, no, we can meet him now if we meet him now.
You know what? I already did what I wanted. I'm gonna follow Sam.
To the magic guy.
So
I was
that's
just
true.
gonna say, like, does all of us need to go because you're just gonna go meet him and then
Split the
back?
party.
Or...
You want to split?
I don't know. I don't know how dangerous it's gonna be.
He
Where you'd
is
be
the
leaving the
walrus.
town, and you'd be in the middle of the forest of Slovakia.
Yeah.
So... you make your own conclusion.
So it's dangerous.
Yes. It's
Sketch-
dangerous to leave the town.
Sketch weird question, and it's about Dawn's character sheet. I don't know if Soli, do you know if you picked a favorite terrain?
I actually don't even know about that.
Quick pick
Believe
forest.
she-
Well, I don't, if she knows and doesn't want to tell me, that's different. That's fine. I just don't know if she picked one.
I don't know
Dude,
about
the-
terrains.
Well, your level 1 ranger ability has a favorite or natural explorer. I don't know if you
Oh.
picked that.
We never particularly chose that, because we kind of made her character pretty quick. So we never actually went through it properly, to be honest.
Forest.
Cheating! Cheating!
Well, the thing is, generally speaking, I don't use Natural Explorer. I use Deft Explorer.
I
which
do
gives
that. I'm
you-
doing that too, which is why I can't call it right now. That's why I'm asking if she
Yeah.
did it.
I have no idea what that is.
I'm not trying to sound like an ass, but I figure you would know her character sheet more than she would.
Yeah. Generally speaking, you would have the canny, but we never went through it properly. So if you wanted to have Natural Explorer, you could.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna go off Deft Explorer, and we don't have that ability. Okay, never mind. I just while tracking other creatures, you also learn that their exact numbers, area, and how long will they pass
You also
by area,
can't
so it'd
get
be easier.
lost.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
why I thought I'd
Forest,
ask.
from her character, Forest would quite happily be her favorite terrain.
Yeah, and at level 6, she would get another one, which would be mountain.
Yeah.
But if you didn't pick that way, that's fine. I'm just asking. I didn't pick that way. That's all.
You
Okay. So we have 2 votes for cart guy, Rectavio. So
Okay,
Bay and
so-
Bup go on and go Rectavio.
So if you're going to go do that, then, because we are ending at 8 today, so 1 a.m. for me, We'll take a quick break there so everyone can refill drinks and stuff. And then we'll get on with Octavio.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
Hi,
Kyle's
Beef.
on
That's
Why
not
don't-
actually
why
halfway
don't
through the
you
game. Just making
Write,
for a quick
write your
break
answer in
there.
the chat. Octavio or Town? Or Ricky?
Ricky.
He needs a new customer.
Okay, gang, let's split up.
Split up. Daphne
sorry.
and Velma.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
gonna grab a
think
drink.
going,
You guys will
I
continue
don't
discussing by all
think going out to the forest to meet Ricky is a safe thing to split up.
Yeah, definitely don't have to split up.
Uh,
Like I said, it's the only thing that's time sensitive. That's the only reason why I want
Yeah.
to do it.
so Bub, which one do you actually choose?
Pickle Rick.
With Zom.
We're gonna see Pickle Rick.
Okay, so we're going to Rick then.
Apparently, yeah, we're outvoted even if we did pick the other way, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. That's fine.
Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick.
Well, swallow better.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
what we'll do is
sorry.
we'll do that, and then we'll come back here. I guess it'll be next session, but we'll come back here. We'll be on the next thing and look at the. Hopefully, like we don't get fucking ambushed by.
We don't
some
get
bitch.
fucking? Oh, hell no. I'm looking
No
forward to
fucking.
it.
Yeah, let's hope we don't get fucked.
No
Yeah,
fucking.
That's all.
Yes.
If nothing, if we don't
No
get
food
fucked by like
bitches?
wolves or some crazy shit, we'll come back here and we'll do the. We can do this thing.
I mean, I'll have you know. I
Yeah.
have this.
You have this. What is that? What does that do?
Nothing. I just laid them out.
Okay.
In other words, Bub likes to take it in the ass.
Sure.
Wow.
Slayed the
Let's go with that.
mudslide.
Or she, pegs others.
I mean, that yet.
That,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay. Liquid.
So when Sketch
you're
gets back, we're hoofing it out of here as fast as possible. Are we being
Right.
regular speed or like abandon all reason and just keep running it?
Question: do you want me
And
to
be more
fly above
dangerous.
you guys?
It's up to you guys. I mean, if we have somebody in the air, we can at least see, maybe follow some car tracks and see danger from coming up against us, and maybe even catch the guy in the distance. Say how he's a little more to the left instead of because it looks like the road splits off according
Okay.
to this map.
Yeah, it kind of does.
There's three
Okay.
paths we could take if we have to actually get to this junction.
Right. Okay. How high do you want me to fly?
You tell me. They're your eyes. How,
I mean,
what
I
do
got
you
double
think your
sight.
ability
Even if
would
it's
be?
dark, I can see everything.
Well, for
I
100
am-
feet.
Yeah.
I am blind in the dark, so I don't know what to tell you.
It's the middle of
Well,
the day right now.
It's still
so
the middle of the
fine.
day, according to them. But it's it's not sunny in this whole land. It's cloudy.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still you can see.
Yeah. So you let me know. Like I have good vision, so
If
like I can go 70 feet in the air. I can go 20 feet
well,
in
I
the air.
mean, if you go 60, that means that leaves you another extra 60 on top of that to be able to see forward instead of if you go 120 in the air and you can only see literally us down below you. You can't really
Well,
see in
yeah.
front of you.
Yeah.
I think of it like a sphere, right? What's
Yeah,
the point of
that's
seeing
true.
ahead of you? You can't see the road.
Right. Okay. So yeah, 60 then. Okay.
That's only for that's even for only devil sight. So during the day, you should be able to see farther than 120. At night is
Yeah.
when that kicks in.
Right. So yeah, we do 60. Bip, do you want to fly or do you want to? What are you thinking?
I mean, are we dashing, flying? You're gonna beat me to it, so it doesn't really matter what
I don't
do.
think we're dashing because the party won't be able to keep up. I don't think.
Well, we could technically dash on the ground too. Just after a certain while, we're gonna start taking exhaustion points.
Well, not dashing. We'll just
Or
we
risking.
might be- Yeah.
That's what the Constitution rules are gonna be for, exhaustion.
Okay.
Because if you're sprinting all out, you're gonna run out of gas real fast.
Right.
So can
Even
we?
if you're flying, your wings are still attached to you as this like stamina bar kind of thing.
I mean, if
What
we
if we
want to,
jog?
we can fly.
What if we go at like a faster pace, but that's not a sprint?
I would go
That's
like
sketchable.
short legs, short legs.
That's sketchy.
Well, I'm
but
saying if you're
there's an
flying,
option.
you don't have short legs.
If we don't stealth, then we can go at regular speed or fast speed. I think is a double. I'm not quite sure.
Or,
Yeah.
And hear me out. We could try the possible special with ZeTian.
Okay, I'm back.
Somebody cast a spell
Welcome
on Bob to throw her in a distance.
Awesome.
Do you have catapult and can you upcast it to level 9?
Yes.
Now aim her at Strahd and let her rip.
Okay, whatever. I say, Biron.
Okay, so are you all happy with chasing down Ricky?
Yeah.
We voted and we were outvoted, so yeah, we're going to Ricky.
But we're gonna next session, I guess, or whenever we end, we're gonna come back to this.
Oh, we'll see what happens when it happens.
Yeah. That's
So-
Okay.
that's the plan.
Some of us are flying and some of us are walking, obviously, because I can pretend to fly, but I'm just be an idiot, like flapping my wings, my hands.
Flapping my wings like my
Flying your
hands.
How fast can we go in this kind of formation?
If you're traveling at speed,
Spear.
We'll stick to the
Eventually-
road. Stick to the road.
concentration check. No,
We were gonna-
concentration check. To see if you can keep up.
We were gonna go like a brisk
generally
jog. We weren't gonna
speaking-
like go crazy.
Since you are very aware of the time he left, I would say you would catch up with him on this crossroads just here.
Okay.
Okay.
So, as you guys leave town to chase down Octavio, you cross the bridge of Lake Zarovich to head over deep into the forest. You are keeping up a relatively swift pace for around 3 hours, as you see in the distance a crossroads and a rather ornate wagon parked just by the crossroads, seemingly unsure of which direction to go.
By the way, Sketch, me and wait, Bob, you are right? We're both flying.
Mhm.
We're both
Yep.
60 feet in the air. Sketch.
Okay.
Like basically being the lookout to find him. So we would have like called out and been like, "Hey,
Dead
you
from
see the
above."
drop?" Yeah.
I'm gonna dive
Poop
on
on
him.
Dive bomb. So yeah. So we're above the party, and then the rest of the party is underneath us.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My brain
So-
is not braining. These pills are kicking my ass. Why are we following this guy?
We need magic stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And knowledge and things.
That would be magic stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff encompasses everything.
True.
As you follow, you see the carnival truck wagon in front of you, and since two of you are flying,
Mm-hmm.
You don't get ambushed.
I was gonna say. I wanted to make sure that something you knew.
does a 16 hit your AC, Adriana?
16?
Yep.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Why only me?
Because he can see you up in the air, I'm guessing.
You take 6 points of piercing damage as suddenly a crossbow bolt flies from the wagon up towards you. As you hear these shouts in a language you can't quite make out because he's so far away, but it seems the large devil-winged creature flying up behind him has maybe spooked him.
Oh my.
Okay, that's fair. That's honestly that's fair. She's gonna go like, what the hell? Screaming.
Dead from above.
So as you continue upwards, you see a man jump off the wagon, and you can see he's got a quite large crossbow to his hand. He goes, "Stop right there! What are you doing?"
I don't.
I'm gonna make his hands smell like manure.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Oh, that was loud.
He seems completely unfazed by this smell.
Like hangover poop, like that, like rancid, like here.
Yep, he seems completely unfazed. You can
Yeah,
see... It's not lodged, you can take it out. You can see
Yeah,
this relatively old man. He seems probably up in his late 60s. His hair is very silvered and he wears small spectacles above his glasses, a long brown coat, and on his shoulder a monkey.
He's gonna. Are we all with him now?
Yeah, you're about 200 feet away, so you'd have to shout to him, but he seems to be on guard against this horde of people who are running up behind him.
I'm gonna.
So before you do anything, and I don't want him to attack us again, I'm gonna Druidcraft right on his face.
Aren't you
predict the
200
weather.
feet away?
I was gonna say yeah. That's why I was asking if we're all together.
Oh, it's.
It's a 30-foot spell.
Where does it say?
Yeah,
Range.
he's firing at you from far with a crossbow.
Wait. Wouldn't that be disadvantage then from that distance?
Not with a crossbow, no.
No. I'd
I'll
say
double.
that-
Actually, let me just double check its range.
I'm pretty sure the long range is 300, but at disadvantage. I
Let me
think.
just check.
Heavy crossbow, 100, 400.
Oh,
Then you would be 100 feet away. You would wait until
can I-
you're in range.
can I cast Druidcraft in front of us in his line of sight as farthest as possible to predict the weather?
As once again you attempt to predict the weather in Barovia, you find the spell once again gives you that very strange cloudy orb in front of you.
A strange cloudy orb.
Every time you cast that spell, it just says, "There's clouds out." We know that.
Yeah. Yes.
It's
but
like
Joker,
Ollie
it's
from
cloudy.
Family Guy. Hey, Ollie, how's it going? It's gonna rain.
It's gonna rain.
Right.
Take it away.
Rain.
It's gonna run.
do I have a little cloud in front of me?
Yes, it's about the biggest as is your palm of your hand.
Okay.
Now cast
Just-
reduce and
just
hide
one.
in it.
No, it's one per long rest. I wish.
As you are quite far away, the man seems to realize that you can't hear him, and suddenly his voice booms almost 3 times louder than before. He goes,
Oh,
"What are you doing charging up on me?"
I'm gonna go and do this and do the same thing. It says also 30 feet.
You can do it there, but it's
Sabotage you can cast on things to close them, but you can also use it to speak 3 times louder.
It's loud. So I'm gonna do that also, yeah. Sorry, I was like, what? So yeah, I'll also do that and go, Octavio, why would you shoot me? It's Adriana. Wait up.
I mean, he doesn't know you. He's a traveling merchant.
But he knows the town. He's been through the town a bunch of times.
Maybe
Yeah,
he's not one of your
but you
customers.
Did he sleep with you, Adriana?
Yeah, apparently not.
He
No.
slept with you.
Wait. Oh crap! We didn't get the name of the old lady.
Nope.
I'm gonna go the old lady from the old lady from the apothecary sent us. Hold on.
After a few seconds, you just hear another booming voice. He goes, "Mabel?"
Yes.
Wrong. There is no Mabel in Barovia. It fires again.
No, he doesn't.
I'm joking. Roll a persuasion check.
Whatever name he says, she's gonna say yes. Persuasion.
I'm gonna assist.
I think I'm good.
22.
If you want to, you can. 22. Might
He
be okay.
looks at you, and once again you hear the booming voice. He goes, "Step a bit closer. 40 feet away."
So I'll go to 40 feet. Like, I'll go like 20 feet away from him and 20 feet up in the air.
What time of day is it?
It would be just hitting sunset.
So, like, I'll like, it's like, I won't go to the ground, but I'll go like downwards towards him and stop midair.
So what's your
Okay.
hypotenuse?
Kind of thing.
What is the
As
angle
long
to
as
the
the
ground?
hypotenuse is 30 feet. So you can see he's kind of relaxed on the crossbow. He's not quite so trigger happy. He goes, "So what do you want from Rictavio?"
I heard you have amazing things and we missed you. And we didn't want
certainly did.
We didn't.
Why didn't you come down here and maybe introduce yourself first before just flying after someone? These are dangerous lands.
I know. And I'll come down, I guess. Did everybody else catch up to me?
Yeah, they catch up. You can see he keeps his crossbow up as he slowly walks towards you.
I'll go, you can put that away. I'll go, we're just travelers. I'll be like, this lovely being here, and I'm pointing the bay. I'll go, would love to buy some magical things from you, and I would like you to help me take this crossbow out of me that you shot at me, please.
I'll help her, and I collect the crossbow.
You gotta saw that
As
coming.
you
I need more
pull the
of buttons.
crossbow bolt out of Adriana, you realize that his crossbow bolt is not tipped with silver, but gold.
Oh,
I'll
how
keep it anyways.
fancy.
He threw it away.
Ow! As you, like, rip it out.
BunnyUwU keeps his crossbow kind of pointed at you, and you can see that his entire quiver is filled with these gold-tipped bolts. As he moves towards you, he slowly reaches out his hand and casts Cure Wounds, and restores your hit.
Would I know
Thank you.
why a bolt would be tipped silver instead of, or gold instead of silver? Like, would that be for a special creature?
You go ahead and roll, since you are a bounty hunter. I'll allow you to roll a nature check at disadvantage, because it'd be very rare knowledge.
Yeah, it's like, that's a weird one for me. Nature.
It's clearly meant for harpies.
Disadvantage. Oh, well.
Well,
You are aware that many mythical creatures are vulnerable to metals, silver being the most common.
Yeah.
You're not aware of any specific creature that has gold, but you suspect there's probably some reason he's using this.
Well, that's okay. I assumed that naturally. I just couldn't think of anything. Okay.
Is he, but, like, the closer he, how close does he get before he stops?
He has to touch you to cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, okay, so he's here. Does he, did he put his crossbow down?
He's still kind of got it up. He's ready, but he's not like trigger happy.
I'm gonna, like, put my hand out and, like, palm up and go, we mean you no harm. We have gold to spend.
Unless you mean us harm.
Gold means nothing to a dead man. Why didn't you catch me when you were in the city?
We got there after you left.
Yeah. We've been on a crazy, so you don't really know me, but I had an adventuring party with me. They died to the wolves out here, well, on the other side of the city. And so, these people found me, and they helped me get back to health, and helped me get back to the city. And I was telling them about you.
And then
even
someone
we went
broke
to
into his house.
Yeah, someone broke into my
Our
house.
house.
And I went to the apothecary, and is her name actually Mabel? Did he say
Mabel,
that?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. And Mabel said that you had amazing wares and things that we should try to catch up to you, and so we did. And yeah, it's just been a long it's been a long day.
And then we went shopping for clothes.
Well, it seems that your words hold truth. Unfortunately, I feel Mabel may have slightly misled you. Yes, I have strange and wonderful things, but it's because I'm a carnival. I was in town looking for more actors to join me on my parade around Barovia.
Oh, God.
I do have some interesting trinkets, and obviously I am a caster of magic. But I wouldn't say I have particularly magical trinkets to hand. Is there anything particular you were thinking of?
I'm looking for a
I'm gonna look.
staff.
There you go.
And why, my dear, would you be looking for a staff?
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, you seem a strange creature, if I do say so myself. Generally speaking, staffs are for the more wizened and wizened of them.
Question,
How
is he,
dare
is he
you
human?
speak to a cleric that way?
And thus my confusion continues. Clerics don't often use staves.
Yeah, well, I...
How about, can you do anything with this? And I'll go over to Newt's backpack satchel thingy and just show him the crystal inside.
Right. That's what we needed.
What race is he?
Mm-hmm.
From what you can tell, he looks human.
Okay.
He, currently speaking, has a rather large hat on, which covers most of his facial features, head features, and his rather large cloak covers most of his body. His face looks human.
Gotcha. Okay.
Must be really important if he's got a big hat.
Yep. Everyone knows a big hat is important.
Everybody.
I need some
As
faraway
you
magic.
produce this giant crystal, almost immediately the crossbow goes down. As you see, he suddenly has this kind of look of wonder in his eyes as he kind of patters over incredibly quickly. He goes, "Oh, where did you where did you get hold of such a specimen? This is quite large."
Places.
We're accomplished travelers. We're just looking for upgrades.
We
What can you
found it
do?
laying around.
Accomplished travelers, and you're looking for upgrades. I see.
And you judge my envision I want for myself? How dare.
Well, maybe I judged too harshly. Come, why don't we sit on my wagon for a while? I feel we have much we could discuss.
You have candy? Sorry.
I do have candy, actually. Candy
I
is
do
one of
have
the specialties I carry.
Is it saltwater taffy by any chance?
Sorry, that reminds me. Technically, Disco's got 2 boons from the beginning of end of
Yeah,
last
we-
session.
we
The beginning of
haven't
this
done
one,
any
we
fighting.
haven't done anything except you argue with
we're
each
not-
other.
We haven't really got anything that was appropriate, so I didn't
just
want
throwing it
to.
out there. I didn't know if you would.
Yeah, I didn't want to waste it on something that was
Okay.
kind of things. So, what I might do is I might give him a choice of when to summon Strahd.
Yeah, Disco, you got 2 boons actually already loaded. We haven't had a chance to use them. We've just been yelling at each other.
Sounds like time for a bane.
I want my boon to go off, so I'll ban you now.
But yeah, we just not really had an appropriate time. I just didn't want to waste it on essentially just a one-off mission.
Anyways, sorry.
Seems unfair. Okay, so he offers you to enter in the wagon. You can see on the side it's painted Rictavio's Magical Carnival. So you can see why Mabel might have been slightly confused. You can see inside he's got quite a few, just kind of random trinkets here and there. And you can see that he himself has a specimen of the purple heart you have.
Oh.
How big is it?
So, his isn't as big as yours.
Of course not.
His is actually a relatively tiny sliver, about the size of the one that you got from the baby.
So what you're saying is
If you
I'm
show me yours, I'll show
overcompensating
you
for something.
mine.
So,
Yeah.
what if Newt just walked really close and then the crystals just go together?
No, because then he's gonna try and claim ours.
He can't have ours.
All-
Ours is bigger.
His items seem to be in jars.
Ah,
You can see that the wagon itself is quite heavy,
gotcha.
and most of his specimens are pickled in some way.
Ew.
So you can see different fluids that are trying to preserve whatever these samples are that he has.
Ew.
So, I suppose I should introduce myself. You may have guessed that I am Rictavio, and this is my monkey, Bubbles.
Well,
I'm gonna try and play with the monkey.
Does
Go
the
ahead and roll an
monkey
animal handling check.
say that what do you call it? clappy thing that makes sense.
And the clappy thing?
Yeah, when the monkeys go ting 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 with
chimes.
Not a chime.
No,
it's,
he doesn't have any chimes. He does have a tiny vest.
Oh,
though.
like, oh my god, I can't remember what they're called either.
I know, it's not a chime.
Symbols.
It's
They're
a...
symbols.
Symbols, yeah.
Symbols.
Symbols.
Yeah, he doesn't have a pair of cymbals. He does have a tiny vest and a tiny hat, though.
That's fine.
He's like he's
But
like
you
the
think-
monkey from Aladdin.
Guys, we need to
Yes.
be careful.
He is a
It's,
boo.
He'd be cooler if he was
Abu.
an animated object and he was a monkey with the symbols.
I'm scared of monkeys.
But with an animal handling of 13, the monkey seems relatively happy to play with you as it kind of climbs all over you.
Yay!
Start having
So-
sex with your horn.
Enlighten me. Where did you get such a large sample?
We killed
Flying
some
around.
things.
How about you enlighten us with what you can do with it?
Yeah.
Well, I've been experimenting with a lot of different things. The carnival, of course, show people around. So, I find these gems, they seem to be coming here and there and causing disruption among some of the animals. I found this piece, for example, in a chimera's egg. The mother had unfortunately been slain by some creature. And, well, you don't want a chimera suddenly running loose, so I put an end to the egg and carved this out of the creature. They seem to be rather strange things where you can crush them up, you can rune them on things. They have so much potential for magic inside of them. Really, it's almost limitless what you can do with them. I find they have an almost special connection to psionic energy. I assume you know what psionic energy, of course. It's like everyone is aware of
Yes.
that, right?
Yes, of course.
Well, certainly one of you is. So yes, along with other things. So, what exactly is it you are wanting to do with it?
I told you I want a
Were you
magical
hoping for a
staff.
weapon of some kind?
Yes.
Okay, so you're looking for power. Well, whilst I might not be a smith, I might be able to help you back at my base.
We tried the
It's a large tower, just north of here. It's a few days' travel, though.
Few days.
Oh, he's that douchebag by the lake over there.
Yep.
Damn.
That's
God
his tower.
damn.
Who?
It was right where your
Oh,
cursor
yeah.
was a second ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
But, if you are adventurers, as you so say, you might find that there are abandoned villages nearby that were laid waste to, like, hundreds of years ago. You might find things there that might be worth your time.
Adriana's gonna nod and go, yeah, I know of these towns. Of these
Where-
ruins. Sorry,
Well,
just
where are they on the map? So I would have the map up to look for his tower anyway.
There's one here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be can I tell them, Sketch, what that is?
Yeah, you can tell.
Okay. So that
Field of
is
Halls.
most likely it's an abandoned village called Berez that was brought to ruin by Strahd.
Worth a look, maybe eventually.
Yeah.
If that's I think that's what
Clearly
that is,
one
right?
over here too.
Oh yeah. See that now.
Yeah, there's quite a few around.
There's a bunch, yeah.
I don't know if this counts as one.
That looks like a farm.
I know.
So this one is an active place.
This
This is
place
called
looks
Dres.
creepy.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah. But yeah, this is definitely a no-no place. You know,
No square.
yeah.
Well, technically it's 2 squares. It's no, 2 square.
No,
yeah,
square.
that's Strahd place and then Vistani. Like it's yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Have you met us?
what exactly are adventurers such as yourselves doing in these lands? There can't be much in the way of gold in it for you.
I hate you.
Yeah, we sure as hell don't make a whole lot of gold these days, but
We're the worst bounty hunters there.
We came looking for somebody, and then we ended up looking around for other stuff. We're being sidetracked.
It's a little
No,
side
you're
mission.
looking for someone.
So.
Anyone
you know-
particular you were looking for?
I think it's the guy we found already, didn't we?
No, you were hired essentially by Ori to find a fragment of someone's soul in this land.
Oh, somebody kind of. But
Okay.
he doesn't need to know exactly what we're doing.
Obviously, outside of character, you probably know whose soul that is, but yeah.
Yeah, big cunt.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. Hey.
It wasn't you.
It's definitely Adriana.
Fuck, this guy's a wash.
Wash? No, I am Rictavia.
Rictavio.
What can I
Ricky.
say? My carnival of magical terrors is beyond anyone's imagination.
So are you going to be at your tower for how long?
Well, I myself am actually looking for someone.
Of course.
I've heard rumor that she's made her way to this land and, well, apparently looking for me, but we haven't managed to bump into each other yet. You wouldn't happen to know a young Vistani woman by the name of Esmeralda, would you?
No, but we will be going to Vistani lands eventually.
She sounds like a
Relatively soon.
dancer. I think she
then,
fell in love with the
perhaps-
hunchback back there.
Perhaps we could make a deal.
What was her name?
Would you be interested in making some money? You seem to be short on it.
What was her name again?
Esmeralda.
Esmeralda.
Yeah, I think she fell in love with a hunchback of Notre Dame.
No, Esmeralda did
You
not
remember
fall in
that?
love with a hunchback. She fell in love with another man. The hunchback fell in love with Esmeralda. Get it right.
I haven't seen
Now-
that movie in like 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's been a
Years since I've seen
hot
that.
minute, and to be honest, I never really liked that movie.
I don't remember it.
I
That's
wasn't
so
the biggest
funny.
on it. I think I saw like maybe like once or twice.
Well, what's it worth?
Well, you are adventurers and you're trying to find things. You have your large gem there. Perhaps I could do some research and prepare a magical weapon or two for you. If you were to be able to find Esmeralda and just make sure she's fine.
We have to just make sure she's fine or deliver her to you.
If you could look after her, I would be fine with that. I've heard she's been wandering too much into the mists lately.
And she's supposed to live where after the fact? Like, what town is she from?
Unfortunately, I do not know. She was my protege for longest time. She very much loved my monkey bubbles.
Yeah.
She enjoyed learning the ways of the bard, such as I. But, well, a different calling took her fancy. She decided to become like one of you, an adventurer.
So how much we talking?
Well, I could see if I could fashion those crystals into something
Oh, yeah.
a bit more usable. And if you are able to bring Esmeralda to me in the tower, and she'll be more than willing to come, I assure you. But if you were to bring her to me, so I know that she's alive, and maybe you can come to a deal further than that, I could probably settle. Give me a moment.
$1 million.
You see him, like, somewhat covertly. He's not, like, openly showing how much gold he has, but he kind of pries up one of the floorboards of the wagon and kind of, like, rustles through. And you can hear the clinking of coins. He goes, seems my funds are running relatively low. Let's see. I've got 2 months. Then I've got my thing. I could just stretch 500 gold pieces.
That is 150, 300. That's like 10 years worth of commoner coming behind us with the clapping horses.
That sounds like a good deal. I mean, hey, if we're not riding them, we can eat them.
That's gonna be our new counting system. How many coconut carrying commoners can we
Carrying, yeah.
How much you willing to pay us in coconut carrying commoners?
I want to ask. Oh wait, sorry, I'll let you do that.
No, do what you want.
No, like do if we're gonna do this deal, I'll let you.
I'm not the one making decisions here. You guys can choose.
So, since it's waiting in the wings, I will give you a clue since the boons are technically active. The golden light starts to revolve around Victavio. As you can see, instead of taking its normal sparkly form, you can see it almost takes a form of a mist itself. As you see Madame Eva kind of materialize behind him, he doesn't seem to notice her presence as she starts to flip the 4 cards in her fingers.
Yeah, she just showed up to flip us off. Crap.
Are we supposed to pick a card? Any card?
He's one of the cards.
She's flicking you 4 of the cards. She gave you 1 physically, but she drew you 5.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the paper for that.
She seems to be hinting at something in regards to those cards.
Yeah, he's one of them.
Talk, so.
Fuck, I lost those notes now.
I don't have those notes.
He's the Joker.
They, I believe, are in. Did I put them in here?
Or Jester?
Yes. Allow me to re-show it to you.
Weapon, ally, enemy.
Oh, yes, I remember these.
One was the dawn. One was location. No. Village of Krez was the ally. Weapons was the windy road on the mountains. We're talking back. One was knowledge, but I can't remember what that one was. I didn't write it down correctly.
Is he the artifact card?
He wouldn't be the merc. Oh, I guess not.
The artifact told you where Strahd was.
Oh, right.
So, in order, let me just get my notes up so I've got it exactly for you. Just to remind everyone as well, because it has been a hot minute.
Since he has a big hood and a big
Okay,
cloak.
so
I mean, he could be the hooded one.
the 4 of Swords tells of a powerful force of good and protection. The 5 of Coins told you of where you may find an artifact that might help you. The 7 of Swords tells you of a powerful weapon that may help you defeat Strahd. The card of Mists tells you of someone who could help you. And the artifact tells you of where Strahd would be.
So we already know the card of Miss and the card of Art.
Well, that's what it was. That's why we were going up and to the left. Because I knew it was past the city of whatever, Valaki. It was up and to the left. Because we needed the help from somebody, because that's where the guy was. This is him, in his stupid little tower.
Yeah.
It's just, the map's different now, so it doesn't why it doesn't look the same.
I would say you might want to carefully read the card of Mists.
I don't want
Yeah, I'm reading the card right now, I see it.
I don't even know where the fucking card of mist went. It was on the screen a second ago.
Third one.
Another little pop-out as well.
You put it on the screen. Here.
Obviously, I don't want to say too much because it's your game, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's not the card of Miss. We're talking to a dude right now.
No, the guy, the girl she wants to find, or he wants us to find, is this.
Oh, yeah. So we
But
got.
had we gone to the tower ahead of time, he would have sent us to find her as help anyways.
Yeah.
This would have been the Cardamus in the first place. This is
Okay.
where we were headed to meet this guy in the first place.
Okay.
You would have skipped the tower.
Yeah,
Most
we would
likely,
because
unless
we
you
found him in
had-
the village, but we knew that he was on the map just past the village. We just didn't have to
Yeah.
go there anymore.
But you could have skipped the tower. Essentially, you wouldn't know about this connection until you got to the same thing, essentially. So charging after him did happen to work in your favor this time.
Not really. We need the other bitch. We don't need him. Okay, well, does 500 sound good for all of you?
Mhm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's like $80 a piece.
Yep.
Give or take.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Go good.
No, alright, fine. I guess it.
So
you're right.
since it's like showing off a cemetery, would she be in the cemetery?
Well, 500 plus some weapons or something you can make out of the crystals. Since we're supplying the material.
Yeah.
Say that deal again.
Well, the gold, which is 500, plus, I don't know, weapons or something, or like weapons, armor, items, whatever that you can supply us made out of the crystal. Since we are supplying the crystal, we'll let you keep some of it, obviously, because you have some use for it. Whatever that might be.
I have my own pieces.
Okay.
As long as you bring Esmeralda to me, I am perfectly happy with changing all your crystal into whatever I can possibly make.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Where was she last
Still
seen,
go.
roughly? Some.
Well, I
hint.
have been traveling the east of Barovia and I have yet to come across her. Unfortunately, I'm running low on rations and food, that's why I'm heading back to the tower. I can only assume she's somewhere in the west.
Do you have something of hers that we can take for now? Something that belonged to her? Got a giant cart full of
Roll a
crap.
persuasion check.
I'm assuming somebody's helping me on this.
If she has an object on her and you can describe it perfectly, then I can attempt to locate object.
9. Actually, I'd make that as advantage considering.
I hate your advantages. You suck.
Yeah, what the heck?
Um,
You're 3 for 3.
Wow.
Great hit.
5.
He looks at you and he says,
I'm a -1.
I don't think I have anything appropriate that might help.
Maybe some underwear? No?
What the fuck?
He opens a small shrine in the back of his nudger.
He pulls down his pants and he's wearing them. Can't spare him.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
They're so comfy.
Jesus.
They're my winter wear.
This Esmeralda. Are you what's the word? Are you hoping to be in relations with her by chance?
You have a relationship,
Esmeralda
I think you
is
mean?
more like my daughter.
I've seen
Do you
scrolls that
ha-
start this way.
I'm gonna say, okay, that's fine. Do you have somebody that you are in relations with?
Is this going where I think it's going?
I'm scared.
Not with me.
You-
Not with me.
Are you
Roll
sure?
an insight.
Yeah, are
Not
you
with
sure?
Insight check, okay.
I'm gonna go take a leak while you do that.
Okay.
Where are you leaking?
As you mention a relationship
feet.
with someone, you notice an almost palpable crack in his demeanor for a moment as he quickly shoots his look away before answering. No, I do not have any such person.
Did you?
We've only just met. I'd rather not discuss things.
It's okay. I have also lost somebody before.
My
Someone that's been gone
condolences.
for.
Can you tell us the
Very
last
long.
location she might have been in? Last rumor? Last sighting?
Last rumor I know is that she was heading towards one of the churches, which is why I went east, because I thought maybe she went to the Church of Barovia. There are 3 churches that I'm aware of. There's the St. Andal's Church in Valaki, Church of Barovia, and St. Maricle's Church.
I'm gonna assume I'm gonna mark those on the map for future.
So the one he's referring is this part.
She's clearly at this one. That's not obvious at all.
Church of the Cursed
Chat.
Death.
Chat, look at
Yep,
this.
that's it.
She's clearly here. Look at that fucking creepy tree. Actually, I don't think you guys can see the face. I can't zoom in anymore.
Do you see that person being burnt in a stake right there? Of course it's...
That
Yes,
one?
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
right
for
there?
sure.
Yeah, that's her.
How can I spin this? Go. I understand your pain, but it's okay to love again. There is someone.
Maybe when you're as young as you. I, however, have long since gone past those ages.
I'm gonna say that I'm not as young as I look.
I'm gonna put my hand on
And
your
that-
shoulder. This doesn't seem to be any of our business.
He seems
I
to kind of be warming up to you as he removes his hat. You see that his ears are actually somewhat pointed.
Okay.
Because, and nor I.
Okay. And I'll go, we may be closer in age than you think, but I do know of someone who may grant you great happiness if you would allow me to.
Imp him out?
What's the word? Not pimp him out. Like have them, like basically
him up,
matchmaking.
yo.
I can't think of the right word. but,
Court?
like,
I don't know.
yeah.
I appreciate your endeavor, young one, but unfortunately, until my task is complete in Barovia, I do not have time for rest.
Well then, could you make a promise to me then?
And what promise would that be?
Once you are able to rest, to go to Valaki and court the apothecary's Mabel.
Sure. Once my task is complete, I will acquiesce to such a favor.
Okay, there you go. Adriana seems content.
Why are you typing, oh my god, typing this
I didn't
one?
mean to. I didn't mean to.
Awesome.
Oops.
See, as this business is done with, go back to your tower and wait for us. We'll see what we can do. But don't leave there, otherwise we won't be able to find you. And I think we gotta go back.
I have some research to take care of. I'm going to be there for probably a couple of months. You don't have to rush. Esmeralda is very capable. I'm not worried about her immediate health. But it just would make me feel better to know she would have companions.
Also, would you have spare health potions by chance?
Don't you ask for a lot? Don't you know how expensive health potions are here?
Oh, I do. I know. I said just by chance. You don't have to.
Actually, it's a
Tell
different.
me, where do you plan to go first?
Would you like some bone dust?
Back to Valaki.
Bone dust.
Well, we have to. We have, like I said, it has been a long. It is only the afternoon, but it has been a long day. So we will be going back to rest, and then we will go and look for Esmeralda. As you know, we're gonna be looking at the.
I feel I could part with a potion. I don't have many. And I do need to keep them for myself. If you're traveling alone, having no potions can be a death sentence. But I can part with one.
Absolutely.
And he gives Adriana a single healing potion.
One singular healing potion.
I'm gonna give him 20 gold. If he's not asking for anything for it, I'm giving him 20 gold.
He holds up his hand and is like, you don't need to pay me. If you
I
bring me
insist.
Esmeralda, I will be more than happy. Use this to keep yourself safe and travel well. Travel light and never close your eyes.
I'm gonna bow my head down in like respect and like thanks.
Actually, as a side question, do you know anything about a dimension that basically holds trapped souls? Or plane of existence?
Roll a persuasion check.
Just that. There we go.
Trapped souls.
Being a magic guy, I don't know.
Why
Wait,
exactly
okay.
would you be asking about such?
We found an incident that occurred, and the topic came up.
No. Unfortunately, there's so little to go on. There could be absolutely many planes that it could be dealing with.
Fair enough. Anything about a monstrous windmill?
Monstrous windmill.
Monstrous buildings that move?
He places his hand on his knee and leans in very close to you. Like, have you been playing with hags, boy?
Boy, I'm probably like a foot and a half higher than him.
He's definitely older than you, though.
Yeah, so?
Okay.
You can see as he leans in, you can see his face is covered with tiny scars. That seem to be from years of adventuring and battle.
Well, messing with hags and killing hags, I guess you can say yes. And I'll take out the Haggai book. This hasn't been as informative as I'd liked. Have you heard anything?
He takes the book, quickly flicks it, and reads through. He goes, you think you killed these hags, did you? Tell me, did you travel to the infernal planes?
Nope, but they're not on our plane anymore.
Then I guarantee you they are not dead. However, if it's hags you're dealing with, I may have a book that I could trade you for this. Would you be willing?
What's the book of? I'd be suspicious.
He sits up from his stool and looks through a relatively small shelf, but you can see there's fairly thick volumes on it. And he passes through and gets one that is heavily bound in very dark leather. Not quite pitch black, but probably as close as you could get with the dyes that are available. As he picks it up, he flicks through. He's like, yes, here we go. Why don't you take a look at this book? As he passes it to you, you read the title, A Traveler's Guide to the Shadowfell. I believe what you might be looking for might be encased in those pages. You'll have to take a few days to read it, of course.
What language is it in? Can I like skim through
It's
this?
common.
I'm gonna look at Adrienne and ask her, was there anything useful that you determined? Because I didn't actually look at the hag book, per se. Is there anything we should be worried about if I give this away? You're the only one that looked at it.
No, Bay also did.
I mean, by all means,
That's
if
true.
you come to my tower, I will happily swap them back. A genuine trade of knowledge, as you would. So if you ever want the book back, we can always trade back again.
I don't think he's gonna use it, so I think it might be okay.
Fair enough for now. I'll trade. That's fine.
It seems like a good
It
choice.
doesn't. It doesn't serve me any other purpose than information, anyways. So more information on a different subject is just the same to me.
I agree.
Fantastic, a trade it is. As he snaps the Haggai book closed, you see him place it on the shelf. Not where the Shadow book was, but almost as if a space is opened up for the Haggai book. And he places it on this suddenly new space.
That was just a random question. I thought maybe he'd have information on. I'm good. What do I write down
It's
for a
always
new
good
book?
to ask those who might not know the answer. You might be surprised at the wisdom that some of us old folk carry.
What's the name of the new book? Traveler's Guide to the Shadowfell?
Traveler's Guide to the Shadowfell.
Goodbye, Haggai book.
Goodbye.
We have to go back to the town, I think.
Yep.
I don't think we have
Yeah.
a choice, or even if we're like taking a rest, it's the best place to go.
I want to check out the church grave area.
In
whatnot.
Balaki?
Back in Barovia or whatever, wherever we're
The
going back
Valaki.
to. Oh yeah, yeah.
In Balaki.
He
The
doesn't
whole-
seem to pay any attention to you, but
The entire map is Barovia, so yeah, the town's Valaki.
Balaki.
Okay, then yes, yes. I want to check
there
the
is-
one out. That's right here.
yeah, there's the land of Barovia, the town of Barovia. So it's a bit confusing, but yeah.
I thought we were in the town of Barovia. My bad.
No, you left the town of Barovia a while ago.
Okay, so then
The town of Barovia is the one
this
that's over here.
town. Yeah, no, I don't want to go back.
That's
That
the
town.
children. That's the
We're
children.
not,
town.
Barovia.
we're not going back there.
That
We're
town
talking-
is Valaki.
It was right next to the windmill. It can't be that far.
Good thing we have a windmill to take us places.
I mean, it costs gold to move it. Just bear that in mind.
Yeah, if only we had some.
Yeah.
100 gold per square. Just saying.
Well, when
we
I
gotta go
get
back to town.
paid.
Anybody else have anything else to do out here in the middle of nowhere?
Nope.
No.
I didn't want to come out in the first place.
Yeah, either did I, but we got outvoted.
I just want my magical item.
We're too broke for it.
What do you mean?
Find
We're
some gold then. My god.
We're not
Oh,
too
yeah,
broke
since
for
we-
it. We're trading a human, or so we think a human, for magical items.
Since
He
we're
looked
together-
human, but now having removed his hat, you can tell
I
he's
meant
either
the
elvish or half elf.
girl. The
Yeah, I was saying it's probably an
girl. We
elf.
don't know if she's human, but I'm assuming.
He specifically called out that she was Vistani.
I don't
Yeah.
know what a Vistani is.
Basically human. Vistani is essentially the Roma of this universe.
Well, then we are trading a human for goods. So there's no money other than him paying us to find this human.
I guess we go back because he can't help us now, anyways.
I want to
So
be
as
the last
you-
one to leave. By the way.
Hustle back to Valaki.
Oh, sorry, right before we leave, I'm going to like put my arm out so that the monkey goes back on his shoulder.
Oh yeah, the monkey.
As honestly, I'm not taking the monkey with me.
Why not?
And
Anything.
Adriana is just gonna say thank you, and we'll see him again soon.
Adriana, are you sure that monkey is safe?
The monkey's safe.
Did you beat the monkey?
I mean, maybe you slapped the monkey a few times. You never know.
Don't slap the
safe
monkey.
to adopt?
Is it safe to adopt?
So, giving back the monkey to Rictavio, you head back to Valaki. Running back along the road that you came through before, you know the road quite well, so I'd say you traveled there quite quickly. You end up outside the gates of Valaki just as the mists start kind of rolling in, as it's now getting to 10 o'clock, so the sun's properly set, and it's starting to get to the point of night where light is nowhere. As you reach the gates are currently closed, and the mist is starting to envelop around you. You can hear the shouting of something going on inside the town, but you can't hear what it is.
Oh. Okay.
And I think that's where we'll leave it.